Welcome to Roeland Podcast, episode 8. Here we have the two Dawsons from Beatrice High School, seniors wearing the Toy Story BDD 2020 shirts. We have on my left here Dawson Huls, and then on my right Dawson Saathoff.
Dude, I heard recently that Dawson Saathoff is a bit of a convict. Like he did some intense stuff.
What did he
yesterday.
do?
He played tennis.
Oh yeah, that's
in the
right.
park.
I heard about this.
Yeah, may or may not have got kicked out by the cops.
What?
But good old Karen Dipbrenner to the rescue.
Yeah, I heard
about
Karen
that.
Dipbrenner used her clout to talk and be like, yeah,
Called the department. She's like, my kids are gonna play tennis.
She's a real G. She's a good coach.
But we were freaked out. There's like 2 cop cars that pulled in. We were like, oh no.
shoot.
They had
We're like,
guns.
we weren't even the only ones in there. So we were like, what's going on? But yeah, it's all good now.
I was told about Max that was actually like someone familiar. Like the
Don't
police.
know his name, but he's a few years older than me.
Oh,
like
shoot.
they said like that was a guy that went to the high school and graduated recently. Like
I
in
definitely
Max's
went to high
brother's
school
class.
with him. I don't know his name though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yes.
So was it just one of them or like multiple?
Well, only one guy came down. The other cop car like turned around, so I don't know.
Do you
But
think
just-
someone like called them?
Yeah, they said someone called in that said people
Oh,
were playing at Hannibal.
Yeah, of course.
Oh gosh.
It was like the
Social
10th time though I've been out there, so I don't know why they
Yeah.
just now.
People do like a bunch of stuff at Hannibal, and just
and
now
like
like they get
Chautauqua
it.
and like all the
Right.
parks, but yeah, I have no idea.
Like for the longest time, I thought like you couldn't just walk into any park like Chautauqua.
Mhm.
Like we were just trying to. If we wanted to just walk in like, Chautauqua, we were so scared that like a cop would pull us over and
Yeah.
everything. But it's funny now, like everything is getting reopened in like other
Mhm.
states. Like beaches are getting open, and
know,
I saw it on
it's
Snap stories. It's just all these people like together, practice social distancing, and then like
Florida.
Florida.
What a crazy
Yeah.
state. What a
Yeah.
crazy state.
honestly, they kill themselves more than
Mhm.
the virus does. So
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I saw on the news that like a 94-year-old survived it. Did you guys see that?
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's crazy.
no, like some Beatrice local, 94 years old with diabetes, asma. He
Yay.
like
Like
he
from here?
yeah,
He went
from
through
here.
the
It
whole
said Beatrice
continent.
local. Yeah, he went through. They said like there's no chance he'll survive, and then on the article the doctor was like, yeah, we're really not sure how this happened.
Wow.
Pretty
So
sure that's God.
Yeah, that's
What a
crazy.
miracle.
I know there's a baby at the hospital. I also got it.
really,
Baby.
Yeah, here in Beatrice.
Oh gosh.
But I didn't hear about the grandpa.
I haven't. See, the last time like I saw you guys at the high school, everyone was kind of just like we didn't think it was gonna be
No.
like this serious. In fact, I remember like
Yeah, we thought
Dawson,
like
you thought
2 weeks top. I think is what most people.
right.
Yeah.
No. Now like you guys are gonna have a drive-in graduation.
Graduation.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know what to think about that
Yeah.
one.
It's.
I feel like it's
interesting.
gonna be a train wreck.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because
It's gonna
when we
be-
talked about it on our like Zoom, they said, yeah, there's only like 150 of you, and if each person has like one car with family in it, it should be okay. I'm like,
No.
There's some big families out there. I
Yeah.
don't know if
Yeah.
they're gonna be able to limit to one
Yeah,
car.
and I don't know how they're gonna have like everyone be able to see, and
Yeah.
just like, because parents are gonna want to be in the front, obviously.
I,
But
I feel like if there's a fight, it's gonna be big.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Some
you should have
extreme
seen the
road rage.
comments on the
Facebook
Facebook
posts.
post.
Uh-oh.
Parents were commenting like going off.
But
Really?
my favorite comment was, Mr. Alexander, someone like commented this thing like, well, I don't want to like state opinions or something about like opinions.
Right,
and he
right.
goes, well, if you want to state them, here's my number, and he puts his number on there. With the computer. And I was like, oh yes.
Jason Alexander?
Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
my
he went
god.
I was like, you go, man.
So what would you guys prefer? Would you rather like wait until you could have like a normal graduation, or is this
Well, obviously we'd like a normal graduation, but this is probably the best option considering if they said we waited till August and the circumstances still weren't like very great, we wouldn't have one at all. So this is probably the best option, so we just got graduation at all.
Yeah.
But
right?
the other options weren't the best.
Zoom.
There was a Zoom and I
Oh,
was not
That's a
it was
horrible
an actual.
option.
They
No.
actually had to drop the PDF if you went through that
Yeah,
option.
yeah.
and then there's like a parade option, which
Where we
A
drive
parade?
around
yeah,
a route in town.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Each senior be in a car.
So this is closest to the normal, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
So
we're gonna get.
how is it gonna work? Everyone's gonna be in their own car, and then when their name's announced, they'll walk out the car and grab
They're
it.
gonna call like a group, I think,
Yeah,
10ish
that's
probably, to
Yeah.
go out there. We have a mask on
Yeah,
until we walk across stage.
Masks.
And yeah, so and then we have to like
That's
wait in our
so
car.
weird.
It's gonna be live streamed too. So
Wow.
I'm ready for some like country hit to like rev up
Yeah.
their song
Yeah.
during the ceremony for sure.
Instead of clapping when people get their diploma.
Oh,
Yep, that's your
jeez.
graduation, guys.
That's
Oh my god.
I was-
best one so far.
You think the band will still play?
Yeah, we're gonna be playing in our
the
cars,
song.
pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
You get out of your sunroof and just play your
They
instrument.
asked if the band was gonna be there. Like
What?
some of the students did.
Yeah, I know.
But-
Like Hannah Castmeyer asked.
Yeah, I
And
think it was like
few
Hannah and
others.
Whitney, but I don't think they're like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
"Probably
no way."
not."
How
They were
would
like-
we do that?
there's no possible way they can do that.
Yeah.
They'll play it over speakers.
Yeah.
Some like digital pomp and
It's
circumstance.
gonna suck if that's how they do it.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah.
And I guess there's gonna be like a big screen so the people like in the back.
Mm.
And
Well, at least they're like trying their best.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
you
just
can
don't know
only.
how they're gonna like,
But, like-
format like everyone parking and everything. If
Not-
they're gonna
Yeah.
have like a rotation or
Uh-huh.
what, I don't know.
and like my thing is like they have like the islands in the
Mhm.
Oh right,
Yeah.
right.
Because
Yeah.
they're setting up a big stage outside. That's
So,
what they're doing.
Where's the stage gonna be? Is it gonna be?
I think like right in front of the
Like,
school.
yeah, like
And,
kind of like by the band door and everything. I think maybe up
Right
there,
there.
but they haven't really said. So
I would think they would put it like south of the high school. You know, there's a lot of space there,
Mhm.
and then I
I
don't
feel
know.
like yeah, like kind of by the football field would be
Mhm.
better,
Right.
so
Yeah.
then people can actually like park normal.
Mhm.
Right.
I don't know. They never said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God.
So we're going
And when
in
is
blind.
this?
29.
Yep.
May
Friday,
29th.
All right. Well, they got the month to
They got a
Yeah.
try to
month.
They
figure it
said they
out.
already had a company though for
The stage,
yeah.
and everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then
So,
they're hiring a
fingers crossed.
photographer, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said mentioned maybe taking a picture with a mask on and maybe a mask off. So
That is so bizarre. You guys have to wear a
Yeah.
mask. Like they say, okay, guys, we're gonna try and make this as normal as possible,
Mhm.
but you have to wear the
The
mask,
mask.
drive in, and then like you go in like groups. That's crazy.
I know.
and it'll
That's-
be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just lucky we get one though.
That's
like,
that's
Uh-huh.
true.
almost all colleges have just like called them off.
It'll be interesting.
That I mean, like, I remember when people were saying that they were scared if we were gonna go back in August, but now with, like, I'm pretty sure like there's some southern states like Florida, Georgia, Colorado's opening some businesses, even here locally. I'm pretty sure like Classics,
Yeah.
Nick said
Classics is open.
they're
yeah.
opening the 11th.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not worried about going back. But I'm pretty sure even UNL said that we would
Yeah.
have classes.
They've been keeping us up to date, which is
But-
good.
Yeah, I'm not worried about.
They
Just hopefully it gets over so we can have this summer.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess now like it's gonna be early June, which is like that start things seem to
Crazy.
start seeming to
Mhm.
It's
get
already been
normal.
over a month. That's crazy.
Yeah, for real. That's
Yeah.
a whole month of Mick online classes.
Oh, the best ever.
Have
We
you-
have 1 week left.
How have you guys been doing with that?
Pretty good, but
Yeah.
it's not too bad, honestly.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like do it every day, do the assignments,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, okay, I watched
Now
the
we don't have to
videos.
turn them in.
Like, do I really want to do?
I thought I was gonna be so committed, waking up early, going to every one of those classes, but like
Mhm.
you attend like a couple of those classes,
Yeah.
and you get like so like bored and tired because you're staring at the screen, and like you just wake up,
Yeah.
like I do anyway.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, and we only have like a couple of classes really that we have
Mhm.
stuff to
Yeah.
do, so it's not really bad. But
You-
It's
Doing the test is interesting. Like
I know.
waking up at that, and then you have that time frame,
Yeah.
printing it off, and like
You guys have to print your tests?
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we didn't have to for our final in Pop and Stats.
what do you do? Just like write down the.
It was just like
Question?
on the screen. And then we like,
How do you do it? Like, how do you like? Do
Did you
you
have
work
like
in
multiple
everything?
choice? Was it like a Google form?
Wasn't yours
it
multiple
was
choice?
it was on this separate like site, and it was like timed. It was pretty much Google Forms, except it was timed.
I
on
don't
the
know. I
site.
would rather do it our way. We gotta like print it off.
Yeah.
And like
Take your time.
take our time.
Yeah. You know,
But
oh man, taking a test in mix is the most stressful thing for me anyway.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy though. Like today was the last like normal test.
Yeah, and then we got finals.
The finals.
2
It's like,
days of finals.
I figured I'd be taking that test in class.
Right.
It doesn't really like feel like school's like
No, it really feels like summer.
yeah,
Yeah, just like a
Yeah.
With
extended.
some work.
Yeah, so some Khan Academy
Yeah.
school there. It's funny because you got some teachers like Doyle Workman and Mrs. Mick who still put in some tests and stuff to do every once in a while, and then you got Dave who's like, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever.
Robinson, all we have to, like, we were reading a book for a while, so we just like had a meeting once a week just talking about the book.
Oh, that's cool.
But we don't really have tests in there. We have a journal once a week. That's it.
Yeah, we had our
It's super
8-page
easy.
paper recently, and now we don't know what's next.
I'm lucky we don't have to write a paper.
Yeah. 8-page paper, the highlight of junior year.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I think if I did that in class, I would have like actually had to use my extension because I can't work in like the lab.
No.
It's impossible.
It
It's
is.
so loud.
Everyone's
It doesn't
talking.
get better. We just mess around and work outside
Yeah.
of.
When you sit by like a bunch of goobers like Roel, Max, Caden, Logan, Dammy, you feel compelled just to like just mess around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like our first semesters, that's when Disney Plus came out.
Oh,
we were just watching it.
We just watched Disney Plus every
And
day.
then constantly Kaylee Barron, she's making TikToks the whole time. You know,
It's the
like
like
normal.
even if I wanted to work, I would always hear people like complain about the paper in the
Yeah.
background or like
Mhm.
yell and scream, make TikToks. So I'm like,
Yeah,
Whatever.
Robinson likes it. She didn't care.
Yeah.
John Baylor is even worse though.
Oh,
Sean
it's
Baylor.
I was like, I'm gonna fully commit to John Baylor. I'm gonna get a great ACT score, and then I just like drone out.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to John Baylor's voice, and I just like sit there and drone out.
Yeah.
Because his voice is like kind of soothing.
Kinda.
So isn't it that you guys can't take the ACT until like next year?
I don't know.
I'm
That's what I
taking.
heard.
I was taking a course with John Baylor this June, and that hasn't been changed yet. It was gonna be at I think a university that I was gonna be taking it with. That hasn't changed yet. My ACT is still scheduled for the summer.
Mm.
But yeah, I do you think we'll get like a free
I
thing
don't
for
know.
seniors?
I haven't even taken the ACT, dude.
Have you taken like?
Yeah, that's
Either
what
of
it
the
sucks because I heard
No,
like
I
you guys
haven't.
couldn't like take
Shoot.
them till like next year.
Yeah.
Well,
And like
shoot.
college
I
is
know, which would be
like,
take it like once
Mhm.
and hope
Yeah.
for the best. But they are doing the separate courses though next year,
Oh right,
where you
right.
can take like math, you can take English.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's so
unfair.
nice.
That is yeah.
But
Is it like
It
full
kinda-
cost?
I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
I don't know the cost of it, but I just know I would definitely take it.
Oh, for
I don't
sure.
know.
Because then you
Yeah.
could like dedicate like
Mhm.
a week or two to just math and knowing what's going to show up
Mhm.
on math, and then you would.
Yeah.
It kind of defeats the purpose of the test too.
Yeah.
I think everyone is starting to think that the test is.
It's gonna
Hopefully
scores are
soon.
gonna like go up so much.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
And then they're not gonna like mean anything, so hopefully that means soon they'll just.
I always,
the ACT.
I always thought the College Board was a little weird and kind of
Mhm.
scummy a little
Mhm.
bit. Just with how
Yeah.
that whole operates, you're paying so much money for a mandatory thing.
Yeah.
I know.
I know it's
Is
like it's
it?
free to some people, but like I don't know how much it is. But like the thing is like you having to pay for so much for college and then paying for that test.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy
like-
how many fees like you just
pointless.
have to have like to apply, and all these other like
Oh, yeah.
application fees that
Mhm.
we've already paid and we haven't even got there yet.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Take me through that process because we're gonna be seniors. My parents
Yeah.
have already been yanking my tail about starting applications, getting references.
Yes.
So all right,
References, okay, you just need to do them like a month early. Everyone gets on you, but it's not too bad.
Uh-huh.
Just get a couple
Yeah.
teachers and you just ask them again and again. But definitely have a couple colleges in mind. We didn't really visit too many.
Yeah.
We did
I-
obviously like school visits to UNL, but like we like
Yeah.
pretty much knew that we wanted to go there.
Yeah. my
but-
junior school.
Yeah, I don't know, but definitely apply early because we were like true red, whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, there's like benefits if you like
Mhm.
apply early and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah.
what else did we
And-
need to do?
Yeah, just like kind of know like what college you want to go to, and like if you don't know what you want to do, that's okay. But if you do know what you want to do, maybe look for like the best college for
Mhm.
that area, and then like he said, kind of apply early because it's better to be kind of one of the first ones.
Yeah, it's crazy. Some people are just now like committing.
Yeah.
And I was
Matt
like, I knew I was
Creighton,
going
yeah,
there.
I saw that.
It's crazy.
I still want to see an edit of him in an NCAA basketball jersey with him photoshopped on to like a basketball
He used
player.
to play basketball, didn't he?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
also used to play
Yeah.
basketball.
Me and him played up until senior year.
What
Yeah.
happened?
I didn't like the practices. It was not
Yeah.
for me. Not for me. But yeah, scholarships are also a joy.
I've
Don't
heard.
procrastinate. Don't. I did. I
Aw.
was like,
Oh god.
oh, it's like, oh, this one's due in a week. I gotta punch it out
So-
quick.
What is like the scholarship application process? What makes it so like hard?
It's like they're not hard. Like some of the they're kind of like repetitive. Like the questions. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's nice
what's your
then.
flaws, or it's
Really?
asked like what struggles have you had in your lifetime? It's like I've only been alive 18
The
years.
annoying-
The one struggle is I didn't get to date that girl in kindergarten that I had a crush on.
The annoying part is like, so you get that packet and whatever, and you go through and like highlight all the ones you're eligible for,
Okay.
and then
But like
just get organized and stuff. But what I did is like write a good paper that covers, let's see, your goals, who
Kind of.
influenced you,
mhm.
and like your major and stuff like that. And so if you write like a good like paragraph for each of those topics, and then you can just like pick them apart for like every like, most of the like essay questions are the same, so it's super easy. But it's just a
Yeah.
long process.
So like, how many questions would there typically be for like a scholarship?
It depends. Like
Some of them can be
some
pages
can be
long,
like
but-
long, but like a lot of the ones in the book, there's a lot in there, but like they're kind of like there's two like main ones that are like a bunch together.
Yeah.
The local scholarships,
Ed
there's like
Foundation.
a lot in Ed Foundation, and the questions there's probably only like 2 to 5 ish.
It's not
Mhm.
bad. It's just
Mm-mm.
you have to like type all of your activities,
Oh, geez.
other scholarships you've applied for, which ones you've been given. It's just really annoying.
Could you like have like a, like theoretically like a template of all the activities and just copy and
Oh,
paste
that's
and
what I
sort of
do.
stuff? Oh,
That's what
really?
you do.
And I know one of the first papers you write senior year, first semester, it's like a scholarship paper.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Unless she changes the curriculum, and she gives you like kind of like prompts, but like one of them is like the Ed Foundation one, and I remember I wrote that one just so I can punch that out right away, because the Ed Foundation paper is like the same thing like for all the other ones.
Mhm.
But you can just go and pick it apart and put this here.
Yeah.
And this
Another
here.
thing you should do is be working on your resume.
Mhm.
Oh,
I went
for-
to Han. He's really good at helping with that.
really?
Yeah.
I've heard that before
Because
actually.
like from the, let's see, is it career ed? Yeah, you do it
Yeah.
in there. That's what I based it off of. But like, they don't tell you like you don't want blank space on your resume. You want,
Alright.
like your name super big, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Han's super good at helping with that.
Mhm.
Okay.
I always like thought it was weird how you would make your application on Google Docs. Did you think that was kind of odd? Like it just didn't seem like professional how it was done.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like it did.
Mhm.
Han definitely yelled at us for that. He goes, "Oh my gosh, Google Docs," because he like puts it all in Word and everything.
Yeah, I mean, just like how I had it formatted, it was just like so.
Mhm.
It looked nothing like the final product that was
Yeah.
shown.
Yeah.
Like-
It's just hard though. Like they never really taught us Word. Like we've always
Right,
done Google
Yeah.
Docs, and
Docs.
like all the
Yeah.
teachers are like, "Oh, you just do this." We're like, "I don't know how to do that."
Right.
Mhm.
I think now it's just because like Word costs money,
Yeah,
Yeah.
even though we spend money on Go Guardian that
Yeah.
hardly anyone uses.
so
I don't even think anyone
There's,
uses
like-
that anymore.
oh,
No.
exactly. And I think I did that for government. But
Yeah.
there's like 2 teachers that use it.
I've seen Garland. I've talked to like some sophomores who take like chem, and they say like they have to set up like Go Guardian on their computers, and like Garland watches them take the test now. So at home, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
shoot.
And so they were like, I know like Devin busted me. He was worried about. I hope I have like no bad tabs open that Garland just sees on my computer.
Well, I'm in AP Chem and we didn't have any tests.
Oh really?
Yeah, he just at first he like did it like on slides and he'd just do notes and he'd say, "Okay, we're done with that unit. We're just gonna move on. Just
Really?
we'll just keep going." Yeah. But then he moved. He like had a setup in his garage and he put like a piece of whiteboard like on the wall. And he's drawn. Oh, it was the best.
That's
and he'd
awesome.
like give us
Dope.
tours of his garage. This is my new office. It was the best.
I love Garland so
Mhm.
much.
He's
I was so
super nice.
disappointed when like. So I had an email recently from Prasowski saying that like, hey, you got 4 slots like open because the science classes that you wanted to pick are like were all
Oh,
cut,
Yeah.
and so I have to dream up what to like put in that now.
Mhm.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because they're switching like with Dave. Because I don't know if they're replacing.
No, they're
Same,
not.
yeah.
She said in the email like it was just the staff was cut
Mhm.
straight up.
Do you know who's replacing Mick yet?
I heard it was
Jalen
Jalen Weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, girlfriend.
Kinda like girlfriend.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know
Can she
anything.
teach AP or dual credit?
I
courses?
think she has a master's.
Yeah, I think she
I,
can.
I think she can.
'Cause
Yeah.
that would suck.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. So
Because
you
you'll
can
be
still
taking
get-
calc, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna take calc?
I'm thinking about either prob and stats just because like the major I'd be going for would maybe more align with that. But I've just seen everyone take calc. I might just take calc. Like I doubt like not a lot of people will take prob and stats for me to really
I'm
like.
sure she'll be more lenient next year.
Right.
I'm sure.
Prob and stats might even be cut. Because
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
There's not very many
yeah,
people
the
that
majority
take
of people who take prob and stats are because they're like were like in the advanced class,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
so
yeah,
they would be
that's-
forced into it.
I think, are you the last year of that?
Yeah, the last.
Yeah.
So it might be cut if there's
Wow.
like not
Yeah, because
10
if
people
you
in it.
let's see, start geometry freshman year now, right? It
Right.
would be the advanced. So yeah, you could only go up to.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Changes at VHS.
Yeah.
Changes.
Man.
I've
They're
heard that we
crazy.
might be
Isn't there-
demoted to like a class
Class-
like C.
Oh god.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh
They
no.
would dominate. It would not be a fun competition.
And are we
There's
still
no tennis class.
doing
They'd have to play it.
The Trailblazer.
Trailblazers?
I haven't heard anything more about that.
Oh
I
yeah,
know,
because
we-
that's supposed to.
They just told us,
I think
yeah,
they
we're
are.
doing the Trailblazers. But
I have.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we've
I think
really
they
heard
still
nothing
are.
more.
There's also like a band competition.
Oh, yeah, the band
Oh
tournament.
my gosh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. Does that mean we have to do the show like multiple times if we get to finals?
Oh
Like
god.
we'll have to
I
do
think
like
we're
4
host.
times.
I think you guys host.
We're
it.
Yeah.
hosting it. Yeah.
Oh, that would be
And
dreadful.
you're gonna be the drum major for the first
For the
band
first
tournament.
Beatrice.
You're the representative.
Imagine we get knocked out first round.
Are they gonna keep 3?
I don't know. Johnson
You
has
know
not told me
who's-
anything.
Have
Didn't
drum.
they
No.
say something about it?
They haven't held drum major stuff at all.
I swear he said that one week that he was
I thought
gonna
he said it in classroom or something.
release
Yeah,
it.
that he was gonna like
Release it soon.
do it, but he hasn't
Oh.
at all.
I know Color Guard has.
oh god.
Yeah, but,
Color
like-
guard.
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe you won't even have a spot.
Maybe
Like
maybe
you'll just forget.
maybe he's just gonna cut me out.
Just go.
Oh sorry, well I forgot to send you an email. Well,
It is what it is. Oh wow.
Do you know if anyone is interested? Like, yeah.
I know Nolan is.
No one.
Several
um,
people are.
I could see Ian Sheely doing it.
Mhm.
I don't know who else. I think Brianna Brewer was thinking about doing it.
Do you
but I'm
think
not
they'd give
sure.
it to a sophomore though?
I don't know. I mean,
That could be good to have, I guess, 3 years of experience.
Yeah.
Because then someone would have, instead of having just juniors, seniors. But
mhm. I don't know.
And the musical stuff's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is it? Didn't he?
He
announce
hasn't
it?
said. He just said all state and musical, and he just basically said in all vagueness, "Ooh, I am thinking about the musical, and I'm gonna release it soon."
Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
so did he make a new Google Classroom for
Not yet, but he
No.
will.
Music Choir?
He will.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter how they posted the whole list.
Yeah, that was so weird. How
I
that
know.
was done.
I was just scrolling through and I'm like, oh, whoa. Well, here's the concert choir list. And they left a few people out, so they had to like go and
and
like,
Megan.
add them. And Megan.
I did not even look at it. Is there any like notable
It's
names
so,
on
like,
there?
No, nothing was mentioned about it.
No, it
Like,
was just
it-
out there.
like,
Yeah.
people
I
were
think
just
you guys
saying-
were like automatically, and that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't check because I assumed like we were.
There-
gonna
I was
be
like, how, I was not told that there was a list. How,
Mhm.
I was like, Max said something in the group chat, and I was like, how do we know about this? Twitter or Facebook? And I had to, like hunt down it on it, Facebook and Twitter and look Beatrice, because there's like Beatrice like 5 different like
Exactly.
Twitter
Yeah.
handles.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
this is the activity one, the academic one. There's this one. It's like, well, which one?
And they haven't done anything with limited yet, have they?
Nope,
No, I don't think
we're
so.
still
I
waiting.
think Max said the judges haven't finished yet. That's why.
Oh,
I don't know
There's
how they-
actually like still judges like
Yeah,
watching them.
Like, I think he's sent it to the judges. But
I'm not
Oh,
too
man.
anxious about that, honestly.
It's gonna be weird though, like coming back and like
you guys will
watching
have
everything.
a new group next. There's a. It's
gonna
how
be-
many-
There was a lot of us.
I know
Yeah.
there's more than 20.
Mm-hmm. But coming back and watching it's gonna be weird.
Oh,
'Cause,
for
like,
sure.
I'm not like involved in it, so I don't
Uh-huh.
know what's gonna happen or what's going on.
Right.
So I'm just
That'll
gonna
be-
be sitting there and like, ooh.
I can just like remember, oh man, being in band freshman year and just seeing like what's his name, Cameron Lancaster's brother,
Nathan.
Nathan. Yeah, he was the section leader at the time, and
Nathan and
yeah,
Eli.
he was telling me about how like it's just gonna get harder and harder. Like in senior year, you're not gonna be the tests are gonna be super hard. You guys have it so easy with the study guides, and so now here I am entering my senior year. It's not
Senior
bad.
year. Okay, junior year is hard, like
It's-
course wise, But senior year is so stressful. It is.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just
scholarships in
Yeah.
college. It's like a lot.
What about like the classes? Is that more like relaxed or?
It depends what you
Depends.
take.
That's
Because
right.
obviously it's a step up if
Hmm
math wise.
Right.
But yeah, it just depends if you take it easier.
Yeah. Like I
How
took,
many out periods you take.
like I took AP Chem instead of like not having a science because I thought it'd help me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't hard, but like it was more like challenging than
For sure.
like a normal
Yeah.
senior year, like course wise.
I really want to take AP Chem. And I know you.
Yeah,
Roel
I
wanted
definitely
to.
want to take AP Chem.
It's fun.
I enjoyed Div Chem.
Mhm.
Like I actually enjoyed doing all the labs. I enjoyed Garland as a teacher, despite
Mm-hmm.
the idiots. That
I
said,
enjoy
like,
labs. I just don't like lab write-ups. Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
no, I
hate-
don't
yeah,
like
We really
lab
didn't
write-ups.
do too many lab
After
write-ups.
having Dr. Christian, oh my gosh.
We never
I'm
had to
kinda-
deal with
yeah,
Dr.
I'm-
Christian.
I love
never
her.
did
I
either.
love her. She was amazing. She was a really great teacher, but it was definitely hard.
Mhm.
I took physics and it was rough.
I've heard some people like have mixed feelings about Miss Dr. Christian.
She was super nice when I took her, so I don't know. She's just obviously hard.
Yeah.
And her courses aren't easy
Oh yeah.
compared to this
I
year. But
I wonder how she would feel about the change in science
Oh, yeah.
classes
Oh, yeah.
now.
I don't think it would
I
go
think
over
she would
well.
dislike it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, Dave made it just so easy. He let us have study guides on the test, and like, it was.
Not study guides on the test.
Oh.
Don't rat out our boy like that.
Well, I mean,
Like you would write your own notes.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's a college course and you get college credit.
Yeah.
Like for physics, that's 5 credits. That's like insane that you get to retake
Mhm.
stuff.
Only one test.
I never had to
I
retake
never
a test though,
either.
because he makes it so easy.
We were lucky to pass last year, and like, let's see. The problems part was never that bad, but the second day, the like concepts, oh my gosh, she had like the hardest concepts ever.
Oh,
She
yeah.
Oh,
was,
I
like,
hate concepts too. Yeah.
because we never read the book, and like she would just like pick stuff we never talked about, and it was super hard. But
Mhm.
yeah, we were lucky to pass.
Have you guys seen Dave recently? How he's looked?
Well, yeah, I have. 'Cause
Yeah.
he actually lives by me, but
Yeah, we picked up cookie dough in our hoodies from him recently, and he's like his
Yeah.
hair is
did he
almost
it's
gone. He's like
gone.
shaved
Kid
it.
cut it or something?
Yeah, yeah. The clothes he was wearing, he was like wearing a raggy.
Yeah. He looked
button-up
like he was
shirt.
homeless.
I like the fit. I dig the fit though.
I don't know, man.
I dig the fit.
But yeah, he lives over by me, so I've seen him a
That's
couple
awesome.
times. But yeah,
his whole like career at Beatrice like just started awful with how like the one thing he loved going was soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah.
Didn't even get
Mhm.
that.
I know.
And now the science program's getting just all these classes are getting shut down.
Well, we can only hope for a better
Hope.
year.
Yeah.
What do you guys like? Do you think do you think everything will be back by August? Have full sports? I mean, you guys could care less about what goes on in
I
Beatrice.
don't know.
I think they're gonna take more precautions,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and just. I also heard there's no more snow days. Did you guys
Yeah.
hear
What?
that?
Yeah,
Since you guys
don't
have done
snow
like
days
online
anymore.
school and like know how and everything, I heard there's no more snow days
They'll just go online for that
online
day.
for that day.
Oh,
Really?
You guys didn't hear that?
nationwide kind of like thing. Like no more snow days anymore. You can just go online.
I don't know if it's
Huh.
true, but that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that from?
It was a while ago.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
I think I heard it from the news.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's weird. No more like getting hyped for a
Yeah.
snow day, then,
Yeah.
I guess. What?
Gotta wake
That's
up and go to class
insane.
still.
I mean,
know,
it
like
makes sense. Like,
Yeah, I guess, but like there was just like such a treat about a snow day.
Mhm.
No more Trey Bear cooking cakes for the superintendent. Oh,
Oh,
man.
But I feel like they could have like done that for a while now.
Oh, for sure.
Like not
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
snow days.
I think like online school is gonna like change like how the curriculum
Things.
works. like,
Yeah.
for sure.
hmm
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are like gonna go back and they're gonna be like, okay, well we have to kind of make up for maybe some things we didn't cover. Or something.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of review first
oh, that's
semester.
gonna suck.
Yeah, I always hate
Just
that.
because, like, even if like math, you need
Right.
like previous concepts
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
Mhm.
move on. But I don't know.
I imagine it's like we're kind of like the guinea pigs that re-enter, like saying, okay,
Yeah.
well, what
Yeah.
happens now? How is things gonna work?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. Like I feel like you can't just like, I mean you can, but like bouncing back from it is not just gonna be so like in a snap.
Easy.
It's definitely
Yeah.
gonna be like a lot of changes. I
Mhm.
feel
It's gonna be weird.
it is gonna be weird.
And if they say, like, if it's true what they say, like, that this could be, like, a seasonal thing,
Oh,
I've
geez,
also heard
yeah.
that.
that would be
I've heard that.
crazy.
Oh man.
I think it just have
If they would
everything
have,
just
like,
change.
A
Have to
vaccine or
change.
something by then, though, because then it
Yeah,
could just be
hopefully.
like the flu, where you just get like a
Yeah.
vaccine for it.
I've already seen like an article online like where they're coming up with something that blocks. It's not like a vaccine, but it blocks like
it.
yeah. So something's coming out, and some people like are just like automatically immune to it, like their antibodies just like
Really?
get rid
Yeah.
of it, and they're
Huh.
trying to research the
Well, yeah,
specific
I heard
people who
I
recover.
heard like it was already over here, and like so like some people are probably already immune to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Maybe I'm
Because
immune.
like they like
I wouldn't
didn't
know.
like start diagnosing it as corona for like a while, so like people who thought
Mhm.
they just had the flu could have
The
had
flu,
it like
yeah.
months
Oh, that's
before.
true. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I had the flu.
Maybe
that's
you
true.
had it. Then I would have had immunity. That's crazy how the
I
body
survived
works.
Yeah.
corona.
Oh man.
That's a bumper sticker.
I've seen. Don't you guys have some like class of 2020 shirts like with corona related
Okay,
stuff?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw that. It was like a TikTok too.
TikTok
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah.
The one with the pandemic, is that what it
Yeah.
says?
It's like a
That's cool.
Friends
Mhm.
thing.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
fence
yeah.
font. Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
have worn it.
Oh yeah, we
Did
should
you guys
have.
get
We
one?
could've-
Yeah, we
Oh,
both
yeah.
have one.
Oh,
Of course.
that's awesome.
But yeah, those are cool. Those shirts.
I've
are
seen
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool. How like
Mhm.
how many views did that get?
Oh, I don't know for sure what it's
Over
at now, but it
100,000.
was
Yeah.
over 100.
I saw it and I didn't even know it was McKenna Mayfield until I saw it on their story. I was like, wait, I saw that
Yeah.
earlier today.
There's so many like other like knockoffs. I don't know if McKenna, but whatever. There's so many different like designs of it now.
Yeah.
With, like the toilet paper on it and everything.
Mm.
That's one thing that like ever since like everyone started getting locked in, everyone in the world has just been like finding something to waste their time with.
Mhm.
So like this podcast is one of those things.
Yeah.
I went like on a TikTok spree for a while,
Dude.
and then like no, I swear like everyone in the world has like some kind of podcast now. If you look at this
Yeah.
chart where it's like increase from podcasts before quarantine till now,
Yeah.
you definitely
Yeah.
see an upward
Yeah.
spike of like everyone having podcasts.
Yeah. And everyone's like doing TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man. Even Roel made a TikTok account. Go follow it,
Ooh,
guys.
I
wow.
did. I didn't. I haven't
He hasn't
made anything though. Should I make something?
You should
You
make some.
should.
Should
Yeah,
I
you
start
definitely
posting?
should.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll start posting then.
Okay, good.
I think my TikTok tag is like Roel ET.
It'll be
Okay.
posted up here.
Yeah, it will be.
Okay.
Drop the under in the
I'll
comments.
become
The
TikTok
description
famous.
That's your shout out for the day, Roel.
Yeah, and also another shout out. I need people to post on my Prob and Stats survey. I think
Oh,
you
yeah.
did,
I
didn't
think
you?
I did it.
Yeah. You're not
Yeah,
in
I
the
did.
sport though,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
don't think you could do
Mm-mm.
it. Yeah. So I don't think you did it.
Oh no, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about soccer.
It's okay.
Sorry.
okay.
I'll do it. I still got time.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's I think we're presenting like the 17th, 18th around there.
Could I join the Zoom call and watch?
I don't know if I don't know if I have the
Dude, I'd
power
love to watch those presentations.
Oh yeah,
Colton said like he hasn't even like started.
yeah. It sounds like
Basically.
Colton.
I wanna go back like about the college application stuff.
Mhm.
Let's go like back a year ago. Your junior is going into your senior year during the
Mhm.
summer. What's like one of the first things you do like step by step, step to the last for college applications?
I feel like my first thing I did for like college was take the ACT,
Right.
Yeah.
which we did that for junior year
Spring.
spring. But then like I kind of focus on like, okay, what do I actually want to do?
Mhm.
What if this is what I want to do? What can I major in that will like go with that? And what college do I actually want to go to? Because there's a while that I was trying to convince my parents, oh, I want to go to this Kentucky. I want to go to this college. in
Really?
Kentucky." Well,
Kentucky?
yeah,
He's
well, my
Huh.
family.
mhm,
Oh,
my
okay.
aunt teaches
Jersey.
there and everything.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's not realistic. I'm not moving all the way down there. I'd get homesick like that.
Mhm.
Transfer. And then I was just like, I'll just end up going to UNL. It's a good school. I know. It's
Mhm.
like cliche for
Yeah.
Beatrice.
It's the
Yeah.
default.
Yeah. But it's a really good school, and it's big enough where you
Don't
probably
have to see
don't
everyone.
see everyone from
Mhm.
Beatrice.
Yeah.
And you get to meet new people, and it's a
Let's see, what were all the steps we did? So I think application.
yeah. I did my application like kind of like when it first came out.
And then you like start getting into scholarships around Thanksgiving. That's
Yeah.
when they give it to you, I think.
I had the Hagen come out and like they notified me I'm good for it in like late September. So there's like
That was a process.
that one is a process. Didn't get it, but it's okay. Yeah.
I want to ask about like how many out of all the scholarships you applied for, how many did you actually like?
Well, they haven't
Yet.
told us on all of them.
Yeah, like
But
the
they've
local ones
only-
we don't know yet.
They've only announced really Ed Foundation and a couple random ones
Mhm.
that they've personally.
Susan was announced.
Yeah, but Ed Foundation was announced, and I got like one. I think you got one.
Yeah. There's like
Um,
small like ones in the book that like aren't in the big groups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a bunch of random ones in the book also, but so we don't know about those.
So you just have like a big book full of like places you can apply scholarships for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are there like any others that you can find like
Oh
online
yeah.
or?
You can search pretty much any website. It's just the
Yeah.
motivation to do it, really.
Yeah.
Because after filling out like so many,
It-
like
it's just
like,
I'm
you
done.
turn like 5 and 6 in at a time,
Right.
and it's just a lot.
Roughly, like how many scholarships do you think you guys have applied for?
Oh gosh.
I have no clue. A lot.
Is it close to triple digits?
Double digits, triple digits?
Triple? No, probably
No,
that
not
many.
triple.
But I was eligible for 17 Ed Foundation alone,
Yeah.
and then like probably
A lot
at
of
least
them.
another like 20.
Mhm. Probably close to 30 or
Yeah,
above.
a lot.
Mhm.
A lot. And it's
But
just
a lot of
like,
people
ugh.
don't do them at all. But let's see.
I feel like Ed Foundation in the locals are like the main ones. Like
Mhm.
everyone does
Right.
them.
Yeah.
Because it's like so easy to do them because you just fill out one application for like 20 some and
Mm-hmm.
how
Mhm.
many ever are on the local.
What else did we do after the application?
After the application, I did my visit. I did like an official visit.
Which colleges did you visit?
I just did UNL. I
Oh,
just knew
okay.
I was going there, so I was like, I'm not going to waste my time,
Yeah.
you know. And on my visit, they kind of gave me like a tour, like this is where this is, and they showed me some classrooms. And it was
Super fun.
Cool.
me, my mom, and a person. And then I actually got to meet with my academic advisor in the for biochemistry, and that was fun because she gave me like a packet and everything, like broke down. Well, we can go this route with classes and everything. And then after that, they just kind of email you of things to do, like, hey, get on here and fill out your. There's like a enrollment fee,
Enrollment fee.
and then housing will come out,
Housing.
and then now.
We just did new student enrollment.
Yeah, new student. That's a big one because
You fill out
usually
courses. And
you go up and meet with your academic advisor, and it's a big thing. But now it's online,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like the day, like we'll zoom in with our academic advisor one on one, and we'll say, okay, these are the classes you're gonna take, and all this and that,
Mhm.
and then we'll kind of get set in stone for the school year. But then, yeah, they just I know at UNL they kind of emailed like saying like, hey, this open, you go do this or do this, and it's all like on. They call it the MyRed. It's like your account,
Your account, yeah.
and it's all on there. And they also, when you do the application, you can choose to do it on the application or at a later date. It's like a scholarship statement,
Mhm.
and that's how they determine scholars.
That's like scholarships through the university that are
Mhm.
given
Okay.
out. So you have to write that paper. Yeah, what else is there?
and well, it doesn't really go along with the stuff, but student tickets for like football games and stuff came out a few weeks ago
Oh,
to buy.
cool.
Yep, had to get those football tickets.
How much are those?
The football tickets were like. Were they like
We got football,
147?
volleyball, so it was like $260
Yeah,
for both, which
for
isn't
both.
terrible because
Okay,
it's
that's
like
not
season.
Whole season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
The football was the most
alone.
expensive.
Yeah.
Jeez, I bet.
Volleyball, I think, was 80.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Volleyball's
Yeah.
fun. I
Yeah,
like
and are we
volleyball.
good at volleyball? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
really good?
yeah.
We didn't get
It'll be
basketball,
fun.
but there's only 4 things you can
Mhm.
have to buy tickets for. The other ones students go for free, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like baseball, all those we get to go for
Mhm.
free.
But yeah,
Nice.
Ouch.
Anyway, only only basketball, volleyball, and football.
Oops.
Oops. Now we know what the college likes. But yeah, they make sure like they keep you in check. Like, hey, go do this or do this.
That's cool.
It's not too bad.
What are you guys majoring in?
I'm doing biochemistry to go into pharmacy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm starting in elementary ed.
I knew this because I saw their senior spotlights.
Oh, senior spotlights.
Yeah.
Spotlight.
I wanna touch on that a little bit. So Dawson, you had like on one of your bucket lists that you wanted to also start a business. Do you know like how you would incorporate that with the
Not
elementary
really sure. I
teaching?
just thought it was always cool to like own a business,
sure.
you know. But I'm not really sure. It's all up in the air what I really
For
want
sure.
to do.
What was your other part of your bucket list?
I think it was just like travel.
Oh, travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
That's a good
And then
one.
I saw on your like travel or bucket list it was go to the 7 wonders.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I
I
thought that was
know.
really unique. What if you had to make your priority list for the ones you want to go immediately, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I kind of do like a path with them. Maybe like maybe with like the Great Pyramid and like kind of like work my way or something.
Will you
I
go
don't know.
back to back? Like,
I would like to.
There's
like
definitely,
just go
like-
like on like
Yeah.
a big old like grand.
There's definitely like a travel agency that has that package.
Yeah, there
figured
has
out.
to
There
be
has
somewhere,
to be.
and
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
go
that'd be
to boom,
so
boom,
fun.
boom, boom.
That would
That
be.
would be. Because
Yeah.
I feel like going to one and then coming back.
Yeah.
and
We
Yeah.
both
going to one.
want to study abroad too.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
But now we don't. Hopefully we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, for sure. I
Over
hope so.
Zoom.
No thanks. What else?
We had Megan 2 podcasts ago, and she was talking about her experiences with Denmark and how she heard their news, and then she had to book it over to the America, and she had it.
Wow.
It was crazy for her.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
didn't think they'd let her.
Oh no,
back.
when they made that travel ban for Europe, she had to like probably jump some loops and like say, hey, I'm an American citizen, I want to come home.
Yeah.
And she went to New York airport, and like there was no one there.
That's crazy.
Like, normally that'd be
That's
like the
scary.
John F. Kennedy Airport. Normally that's an airport.
Yeah.
People are like filling up.
Everywhere,
Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy. Oh, you guys also have to get senior pictures going.
I just got the email
shoot.
about the banners, and they're like, there's only 100 banners, so first come, first serve.
Yeah.
It's
Those
like-
do go
Oh
quick though.
gosh.
They do. But
So-
it's not too bad.
I need to get my senior picture done.
You just
I
have
haven't
to
even.
pay for it, and then you just set up. I think July-ish is when you have to have your
Yeah.
picture done.
Oh, okay. So I can buy my banner, but not have like my
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Just submit your picture.
I was scared because I was like, I don't even have a
Mhm.
picture.
Yeah. You can buy your banner before you submit your picture. I think, yeah,
Mhm.
you just have to have the picture in by, like, beginning of July.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No.
I haven't even thought about.
I mean,
that.
either. Like this is like
Mhm.
coming so sudden. You
Yeah.
know? Like
Yeah, you're senior.
It, like,
It's crazy.
Oh
and it's
gosh,
like,
I can't
work
believe
your-
it.
you
I'm
take
actually gonna
off.
see my goober face on
Yeah,
the banner,
my
and people
dumb
are gonna.
Yeah, I hated walking by mine every day. I look up and I'm like, oh, that right here. I don't want to look at it.
Oh my!
It's just weird.
And thinking that people are gonna be eating some food, looking at up there, and be like, "I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm a loser."
Because that's when people look at him most. Is like
I know.
during
Like
lunch.
the first
Yeah.
like couple of weeks, you just look at everyone's picture.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
like,
like,
ooh, what does everyone look like?
There's the freshmen that are in like, oh, like, oh, I want my face on a banner, and then
Yeah.
there's the some that are like, look at that dumb idiot.
Yeah.
He packs some pounds.
Do you get to keep the banners?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have.
They had to
That's
give them
nice.
back recently. I saw.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we have
Mhm.
ours.
It's nice to have them, but
Don't know what we're supposed to do with them.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
just-
Just hang
Put
them
Put
up.
them in your dorm. Have you guys gotten dorm things figured out yet?
Well, no, we're rooming together. You probably knew that. I don't know.
Mhm.
But they haven't. We don't know what place we're rooming.
Yeah,
we're thinking
like what
Able.
hall we will.
Do you guys get-
Able.
Do you guys get to pick like? Okay, this might sound like ignorant, but is there like you can pay for like a better like dorm
Suite.
or like suite
Yeah,
or
there's suites.
There's suites.
But there's I think 4 people. It's like
Mhm.
a
The only thing we don't let
Two
suites is
rooms.
you don't get to pick your other 2 roommates. You only get to
Oh,
pick the one you
really?
like live with.
So even if
with.
you pay for a suite, you have to have 2 other roommates.
Yeah, suites is
Yeah.
4 people.
Ooh.
So
yeah.
that's why we went back and forth because we
Mhm.
don't want to room with 2 random people. But
Yeah.
we were lucky that we knew who we were rooming with, so
Mhm.
we didn't have to stress about that. That's a common
Yeah.
Mhm.
stressor.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, I don't know. So we are wanting to remain able, but they haven't sent that out yet.
Hopefully we'll find out soon. We may. I don't know for sure. This is all new to us.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, I'm starting to get intimidated over like senior banners. So like I can't even imagine what you guys are stressing about. Really.
First semester though is super stressful for senior year. I feel like with tennis and like musical and like
oh yeah,
just there's so much going on.
Yeah, you three were leads.
Yeah.
It was so.
It doesn't even
stressful.
feel like it happened. Really.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
that semester for our final for concert choir when we were filling out that paper, and he's like, "What's your favorite memory of concert choir?" I think I put down like singing the national anthem for the fall sports opener because I didn't know what to put, and Kaylee Barons goes and hands me her paper to take it up, and she's like, and I looked what she put, and she goes, being a cast in the Addams Family musical. I'm like, oh my gosh, that actually happened.
Right.
I was like, what?
Like second semester happened, and it just seems like that never like happened. Like that was a blast from the past. I remember like we would always have to go in there like during the afternoons and like spend hours for that and like figure out the choreography. And now that just seemed like that never happened. The performance never happened.
Yeah,
I
think
weird.
it was like we were like, the leads were like crazy, like pushing to get our lines memorized and everything over the summer and everything.
And I feel like
we did it like a month like earlier.
Right.
Yeah. And so we were just like, okay, we just got to get done. We just got to get it over with.
Right.
But yeah, it was crazy. Like with marching band, and then we had tennis.
It gets
and
rough.
then we had musical. It
For
was late.
For a while in second semester, I kind of got like we had back-to-back concert choir performances, and then like all the homework with you get from Mick, and then I got super stressed just because like
I remember that.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we had the limited where we had to get choreo learned.
Right.
So that was fun. I'm glad we got to do that. But you guys definitely need to get on top of it again because that was definitely helped this year having it all learned.
Oh right.
Camp. Well,
having that camp, right.
Was that the first year that we did the camp?
No.
It was like
we pushed for it
was
again
our
the
second
previous year.
Yeah,
but,
I remember that.
Yeah, this year is more like required, I guess. More people came than the first year. So, and if not a lot of people there, then you're like back to square one pretty much. Yeah. Because then you have to reteach people and just like stuff like that. But yeah, it was definitely crazy how long ago the musical was.
I don't even remember. That's crazy.
Yeah, I only have like vivid memories of that really. Like the rehearsals, like the tech week rehearsals. Those are always a treat. Yeah, having like not a dress rehearsal before the performance and just wondering, did we have a dress rehearsal before the performance this year? Because
no, I don't think so.
They're just spread out. They're more spread out this year.
Yeah, they were more spread out.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it the week of, and so we had him like, did we have two?
I think we had
four.
Three or four. I don't.
They were just like spread out.
Right,
like I think it was 2 the week before and 2 the week before that.
Yeah, and then the anticipation of like what's gonna happen the first
God,
night.
We haven't ran the whole thing in like 3 days. What's gonna happen?
And I'm always a stressor. Like before I go on stage, I was like, I run through all my lines in my head.
Right. Me too.
So stressful.
It's like, when do I go on? When do I grunt?
How did you like being large?
Oh, it was
like,
fun. It was,
oh yeah.
The scariest thing was probably the shoes.
Oh god, yeah.
The hardest thing ever is when we came in and we couldn't laugh.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Oh,
because if you guys would laugh, I would laugh, and so I would open and I'd turn right away because I could not see you laugh because I would turn and I'd be smiling.
But you would like turn and grunt. Oh, it was the first
when we first entered the mansion.
Oh yeah.
It was like when we first entered, and that was like when they first really heard you grunt, and so everyone was laughing. I was like, "Oh gosh, Dawson, don't laugh!
I can't.
Oh gosh, it was crazy. There was a couple times I had to get a musical rehearsal after like tennis meets, and it was so long. It was rough.
Well, some people like have to miss the performances because they have like football games. I remember Hunter like
the last performance. There's quite a few people going.
Yeah, there's like volleyball, softball.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I had to fill in for Hunter
because
like scene.
Oh yeah, pass the apple, right?
Yeah, and really... I had no idea what I was doing.
It's okay. That was a wing it scene.
Yeah.
That was where we made up the choreo.
Yeah, Holly and I were just like, okay, we were like waiting for so long. I'm like, okay, is anyone gonna teach us this like choreo for
I know.
our song? And then they were like, oh, just do it yourself. And
I
like,
know. Then us
Okay.
like, we just had it made up our own choreo.
right,
I remember you guys doing that in the bedroom.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. God, I kind of those are fun nights.
Mm-hmm.
I never had to
Mhm.
like put that much brain power into a show before.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what he chooses.
Me too.
Yeah.
Any hot takes?
Oh, I don't know.
See, who are the returning leads? You, Ian,
Emily.
Emily.
Oh
feel
shoot!
like-
Really? That's that I think.
I think that's it.
But a lot of people are gonna try it for the musical
Yeah.
this year that haven't before.
I feel like
Yeah.
maybe he could do.
I've heard rumors. I don't know how like substantial it is, but like some people were going around and saying Cinderella.
See,
I
that's what I've
have
heard
also
too.
heard that.
Hmm.
'Cause,
That'd
yeah.
be interesting.
That would be. Yeah, I don't.
I know where that got started from because I also heard it.
I don't know. I feel like it comes from like a legitimate source though.
Does
But
it?
then I definitely feel like it fluctuates then after that.
Mhm.
Because there are definitely people that are tight. with-
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like also maybe he could do Peter Pan.
Do you think it's going to be like a... It's going to be a Disney show for sure, right? Do you think?
I have
he's-
no
He
clue.
skipped this year. 'Cause
Yeah.
this
Oh,
year's
right,
supposed
right,
to
Because
right.
be-
usually he kind of goes like his past pattern would be like a Disney show, then not, and then so we did Beauty and the Beast, which was the best. That
It
was
was
my
so
all-time
fun.
favorite.
That
It
was
was
my
so
favorite,
funny.
and I was
so-
just watching.
Yeah, it was so good to be a part of that one.
Yeah.
Weren't you the prince? Like,
I
yeah,
was
he
the young
was,
prince
yeah.
and a fork. I miss being like just in like a group because I didn't really have too many dances this year because we didn't get to do
That's right, yeah.
the Addams Family.
yeah, you didn't
It
do
was
much until like the
And
Yeah,
so
second.
us
right.
three were like kind of bummed that we didn't get to do that one because that was a fun dance. But yeah, I miss being in the group dances. Those were always fun.
Mhm.
But
Those are always fun.
I miss the set. The set for Beauty and the Beast was so.
I love
was
that.
so
That was a
pretty.
you know, it was cool how we had the screen,
Screen.
but like sometimes I wish that we had...
Oh,
I'm
I
more-
didn't like
a
this.
little
I'm a
more.
fan of actual sets.
Me too. I think
Uh-huh.
everyone is.
Like the extension, I think Beauty and the Beast was first year we did extension, and so that was the village, and then we had the castle, and then we did it for Addams Family,
Mhm.
not Addams Family,
Annie.
Annie. But so yeah, I don't know. I've always liked big sets. I
Everyone
think they're
does.
just
Yeah,
really
I mean,
cool.
if you go to a center or go to a show at the Lead Center or the Orpheum in Omaha, they have amazing sets. I've
Mhm.
watched oh my god, I can't even remember. I watched Phantom of the
Phantom,
Opera
that,
in Omaha, and the
Yeah,
the
that thing is
chandelier.
crazy.
It's
And they
crazy.
should-
Yeah.
And that thing that like has so many different like rooms in it that turns into like the stairs. That
Oh
come
yeah,
down.
yeah. That's really cool.
That was insane.
Oh, and then I watched I can't even remember the name. It's a well-known Broadway show in the Lead Center, but that's a really cool set. It takes place in the 80s, 90s, and it's like just has like a scenery of like a ghetto city, and it's really cool. And then like even watching some Broadway shows online, like the sets are one of the most integral parts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
I
they
get
can
it
really
this year,
immerse
though.
you.
Like Super Rush and everything. We didn't have to
Yeah.
wanna worry about like a set.
Yeah.
But also
But
the
I don't know.
screens, it was kind of scary because we couldn't like touch them. Like if someone would.
Oh,
accidentally
yeah,
just
yeah,
hit
yeah.
it,
Oh, yeah.
And then we're done.
Game over.
And it's also
Yeah.
hard like interacting. Like actual sets you can like interact.
Oh, yeah.
With, like this.
That's-
this-
Mhm.
I don't
I
know.
had my cart with Cheney.
We had like a few obviously with like the torture device and
Yeah.
the
That was
potion,
The chair.
the chair.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the chair.
Yep. Oh my god, that one time, it actually went up. Like I was about to say it. Yeah.
Did you really?
So like
Did he catch it or something?
with the chair, I felt it. So the chair with the like, there was this chair, in case anyone forgets, that has like a what is
A
it? Like a
blade,
blade
like a
that
scythe.
that shoots up, a scythe that shoots up with a lever if you pull it down. And during one of the rehearsals, I sat down, and just as I was about to sit, the scythe went up, and I felt it like on my butt. I was like, "Oh God!" And I like actually like ran up because I did not want it to go any
Yeah.
deeper than it was.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Oh my gosh, that thing scared me. If you could just like pull that out.
Yeah.
Someone could just walk by someone sitting on a whoop.
That always scared me. I trusted Matt with so much.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of Adam's Family cast members come on. We had Holly and now you two come on. Yeah, we're just missing
We should
only
have a
some
reunion.
people. A reunion. Jeez, I haven't seen or talked to like Matt, Hannah, Ian in such a long time. You know.
Crazy.
Yeah. I just think all the leads just really fit the parts this year. Like
Yeah.
it was well.
It was
I think,
well casted. I liked
Yeah.
it. I never thought for like one moment, this person shouldn't have got this role. Like I thought everyone like, I really liked Matt Jobs' like extraness with his
Yeah.
Everyone
role.
was like,
it was
"Oh
so
my
awesome.
gosh!" I was like, when he was gone,
Come on.
that one because of he got
Yeah.
hurt.
Right.
When he was gone.
It was
Wasn't it a tech
kind of
rehearsal?
sucked.
I think it was a tech
Mhm.
rehearsal. He was gone,
Yeah.
and it was just like
It wasn't
awful.
the same.
It was just
Right.
like dead, no energy.
Mhm.
But yeah, I definitely think he did a good job as tester.
He for a while wanted to go to like Michigan and
He had like 10.
yeah, like he was
He had
applying to
so
like.
many.
How many did you apply for, Dawson?
I just did the UNO, and UNK because you can apply for all three in one.
Oh, that's
application,
cool.
So I did that for a backup plan. I think you did that too. I don't know.
Yeah, I did those three, and then I did
Didn't you do
Bellarmine in Kentucky, and I think that might be it.
Yeah. I didn't apply too much because you also have to pay for.
Yeah, so much cost. Does it cost to apply for scholarships?
No,
No.
don't do the
No,
ones
okay.
that cost. They'll
Yeah.
tell you that. Don't do the ones that cost.
Yeah, the ones that cost to apply, they aren't legitimate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's a good warning.
I just did
Yeah.
most of the ones from the packet
The
because there's
packet.
a lot in there. Like there's over 100 probably in there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I usually just did that. But you can just like search on the website if you want to do more. But
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. So I mean, like it's funny just hearing like I was talking to Nick the other day, and he already has like his dorm living figured
Gosh.
out, and like I haven't even
Yeah.
thought about like.
don't
mean-
stress that much. I didn't
Yeah.
think about
Yeah.
it really until
Max
senior.
like forced me to promise where I'm gonna be his roommate, so I guess
Yeah,
I'm
they make a
rooming with Max.
blood bond.
Do you know where you're going?
No, I don't even know if I'm going to UNL. I don't know what I'm doing, but Max is like, well, if you're going to UNL, we're gonna be roommates. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Oh gosh.
I've done my college visits. I'm probably gonna do that again. Hopefully again
Yeah.
this summer.
I mean, you have to fly all the way up to Georgia whenever you want to do it.
Hell yeah.
School visit.
And that was fun. That was fun. How I having that. I think I was like 2 weeks where I just visited all
Yeah.
those Georgia colleges. I got to go to the beach and stuff.
I mean, it's
first
like a
time.
vacation.
It was a nice vacation, except
Yeah.
It's fun doing college visits though. You just gotta like walk around and like just see like the college life and everything. Like,
Yeah.
like all the activities you
Oh
can
yeah,
do.
for sure.
Mhm.
I think my favorite part was just seeing like, I would always judge the campuses and be like, okay, this is not a campus I want to visit, because there would be one of the campuses would just be in the city, and I was like, I don't want a campus like that. And then some campuses would be like UNL. I'm like, this is something more like a more college university city. I
Yeah.
lean towards.
I know I wanted a bigger like university because I've been in Beatrice my whole life, you know, and just get a different experience, I guess, to just more people. But a lot of people like smaller colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, there are a few people that are starting out at like some SEC and then probably gonna go to UNL that way.
Yeah.
It's cool how that. I mean, like,
Mhm.
like I know that Deal is doing soccer there, so that would be the whole new
Mario's too.
Mario
Yeah.
Deal.
Mhm.
Yeah, like they're
Is
gonna be
Jose?
testing. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
what he's
don't know.
doing.
It was
who else?
Ian? Leo?
I don't
I
know.
don't know
I
about
just
him.
know Deal and Mario for sure.
Yeah.
As being a part of the new soccer team.
They put that in their senior spotlight. That's what I know. But
Yeah.
I don't know who else. I think Peyton's going to SEC. Maybe isn't he?
I have no
But would you play
clue.
soccer there?
No,
I don't know.
my
He
dad
hasn't
did.
played a game ever
He might do baseball.
Maybe.
after
Maybe.
quitting senior year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's transferring to UNL though after his.
Yeah, I'm sure. It'll be interesting though, just to see like
Mhm.
Yeah.
everyone and their
Mhm.
outcome.
Everyone like branches off, but that's like one of the hardest things though, like not getting like
Seeing those
closure
people
with like
today.
just like your school friends, you know,
Mhm.
that you
Yeah.
don't like hang out with, but
That I'll probably never see again.
Yeah.
No reunions.
yeah, which most people don't go to.
Like, Roel was telling me about how his mom told him, like, he asked his mom, do you still keep in touch with like your high school peers? And she was like, no. And like my parents, like they're the same way. Like my mom, you know, she's from China, and my dad, you know, he's a local, and they're like, no, we don't keep in contact with any of our
that's
school
the thing.
friends.
Like you have a couple, but like once you like have kids and stuff, then you like become friends with like their like parents and stuff like that.
Right.
And so then like you make different friends.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's
interesting.
I mean, like in such a new age where like you can talk to anyone wherever you go.
Yeah.
I wonder like how that's gonna like change things if people will actually like keep in touch after so long.
Usually people go to like your 10-year reunion and like the one shortly after, so it's just like once after that, then you just kind of like stop going to them. But,
Dawson, I wanted to talk to. We didn't talk to you about pharmacy. What got you interested in that?
Well, I started my job at Dinez a year ago in January, so last January, and I was just looking for a new job, and my sister was a pharmacy tech in Maryville, Missouri, where she went to college. She's like, oh, I'll work at a pharmacy too. And she said she enjoyed it, so I did, and I started there, and it was really fun. I started with Chase Barber and Dylan Deal. It was the best.
That's a nice combo.
You also a job center at Cleveland.
Yeah, for career ed, and I just like started working there, and like a few months in, like after going there all the time and like seeing like what the pharmacists do and everything, I like got like really interested in like, well, this is cool because I've always like liked the medical field because it's so big, and vast, and everything's in it nowadays. So I was like, you know, that is what I want to do. So that's just how it came to be. It's interesting.
Roel and I went to Bryan College, and we got to visit like some pharmacists. Like there was a panel for every single.
They were very.
What were your thoughts on that?
It was interesting. I got to learn a little more about pharmacy, but like I've been doing research into everything, so I kind of knew some of the stuff they said. I did ask a question though, just so I can get a piece of candy. People who ask questions, I was like, I gotta get a piece of candy.
There was this guy at that one where he like kept on asking so many questions. There was this single kid. Gosh,
he was
that's
just like every 5 seconds.
Yes. He was like a know-it-all. He was a complete know
everything.
Yeah.
So my dad has this business, and
it was
my dad does this, and he deals with this. What is this? It's like, come on,
ask your dad, dude.
Yeah.
You could tell like he was just asking it for clout, just so everyone knew
the clout.
he was a know-it-all.
Oh man,
we had those lunches.
Oh jeez. And then we had to go back to the school because
Mikkel
that was the best. Dave was so pissed.
Yeah.
He was sitting in the back of the bus and his arms crossed.
She like messed with him or something?
Yeah, on the way back,
I'll show you
that video.
God.
She goes back to Dave and she taps him on the shoulder and goes,
Wakes him up.
and goes, Raquel, sit down.
Oh
it was
my
the
God.
funniest
I was
thing
not
ever.
aware of that.
I did not
I didn't
know
know that
this.
either.
It was the funniest thing ever.
Videos of that. He was so mad.
We
talked trash on her like the whole next week.
Oh my God.
The funniest thing ever.
Roel and I just kind of signed it up for like the meme value of it because like Dave was coming and then like Garland was coming. Like, of course we're going to that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely fun.
Yeah.
It was.
I have no interest in the medical field by any means.
I mean, I kind of have an interest in it, but
got to hold a heart there or a lung. Was it a heart or a lung? Yeah.
Both. We got to do.
Yeah.
And a brain. We got to look at a brain.
Oh yeah.
That was
those are the highlights.
Kind of.
And then Roel stole like a.
A
toy.
You always send those videos of people like in anatomy.
Yeah. I follow a Instagram page, Medical Talk.
Disgusting.
And all they do is like they post surgeries and stuff, and it's so cool.
I kind of like those though. Like watching like surgeries.
Where they were like hammering the shoulder.
That's
like a shoulder
gross.
replacement where they like hammer and then.
That's the one bad thing about the medical field that I just think is a turn off. It's just
it gets
it's
crazy.
gross. It gets gross.
I think this guy had like I saw this on YouTube where someone had like a cyst in their like brain, and so they had to like do an open like head surgery and like have the needles in there, and it was so gross. Like you could see the brain. And
in anatomy, like Cerny, he was the best teacher for anatomy, and there like when we got to like the nervous system, he talks about like the brain and stuff, and there's like some brain surgeries where like they like have to pinpoint where at in the brain, like where the function is. So some brain surgeries, people are like awake and like some play like guitar or
Yeah, I
violin
saw
or, like,
that.
draw or
Mhm.
something, and then so like they can pinpoint like where the damage is or anything.
I mean, they can feel pain, right? Because the brain doesn't have any like
like they
pain receptors.
they have like they probably like numb everything.
I saw that where this like very talented violinist, she had like some kind of early stages of like, I don't know what it is, but she needed like brain surgery, and like she was so worried about they would hit the part of her brain that had to deal with her violin playing, so she kept on playing, so they knew like what part of her brain to like not touch and avoid. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
That's scary. Like if you mess up one thing, like,
you're done.
You're done.
That's how like
change your whole personality.
Yeah.
That's how like early lobotomies were like. People thought that if you removed a part of your brain, if you were like, if you had autism, people believed, oh yeah, you just remove this part of the brain and you'll be normal. But that would just make them like in a vegetable state.
Yeah.
There's like a book on that about like the Kennedys. Like the Kennedys had like this, they had a daughter and they thought, a sister of John F. Kennedy, and they were like, she was weird, and so they gave her a lobotomy. And
that's what people did back in the day, like way back when they had headaches.
just like take a bit out of your brain.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You don't need that half.
I also saw where this like this miner in like Europe, he was mining away, and then like there was like a unintended explosion, and this like javelin like thing pierced into his like head, and he survived it.
Yeah.
But he had but he had like short-term memory loss, and he could recognize his wife and all his friends and all that, but he couldn't remember like an interaction he would have with his wife like an hour ago.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. The brain is super complex and weird like that.
It's a fragile thing. I mean,
yeah. I mean, like concussions. You think about that, and like that can really mess you up.
Yeah.
Have you guys had to take? You were talking about your concussion test that one time, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you guys had to have a similar concussion test with the school nurse at all?
No, I have not.
I don't think so. I know we had to do it for sports. Basketball I had to do it like sophomore year probably. You
want to tell about that, like how like the process went for seeing if you had a concussion?
So it was over the weekend or something. I was playing in an indoor soccer league, and Jose Hernandez like beamed the ball into my face. Oof. And I mean, I felt fine, but Karen told me to ask the school nurse just in case if I had a concussion. And so I thought that we would like, whenever you do a contact sport, they force you to take the concussion baseline testing, which is like a test you do on the computer, and it tests your reflexes and memory. Oh, that's what I thought I would be doing when I went to the school nurses, but instead they like gave me a sheet of paper that said like, do you have a headache? 1 to 5. Does it hurt to look at lights? 1 to 5. And I was like, well, this isn't what I was expecting. And so I wrote like a few ones like 3, 2, because I thought it would take like a lot of points to consider that as a concussion, but you just need 1 to like for you to have a concussion apparently. And I had like 17 points in total, and they said that was a severe red concussion. You can't do anything. I'm like, what? I mean, I just feel like it was so imprecise on how they did it. Like,
did you retake
I could have just been tired.
Or...
Yeah, every day they'd have me come in, and they said that I need to score. I need to score. I would need to score a 0 every time. A 0 like twice in a row for it to be no concussion. And so when I like realized that, I was like, well, why don't I just say I have a 0 and everything? And that's what I did. And they were like, wow, well, you have some impressive improvement. That's incredible. And I'm like, yeah, I feel so good. I don't even know if I had a concussion though, just because like the testing is so dumb.
Yeah.
You could definitely just lie and say you have a concussion.
Yeah, that's definitely not accurate.
Yeah. And I thought like you were gonna like reuse a test. Like that's why we take that test.
Yeah, the concussion baseline test.
Yeah, right.
But that takes forever. I hate that thing. You have to like tap and like you have to click things.
It's like a big mini game.
Yeah.
I like it.
It takes forever.
I just pretend it's a game. I compete.
So, reflecting on your high school career, besides like the recent events with the virus, starting from your freshman year to now, what have been like the biggest changes with like show choir or anything relating to the realm of like sports, anything at all in the high school? What has changed the most?
I would definitely say show choir's changed a lot.
I like looking back at videos. I see it's like it's different.
Well, okay, so our sophomore year, there was only like 5 boys that made it in, so it like used to be like super hard to get in.
Oh shoot!
Like there was only 12 from our grade that made it in, and like junior year, that was the first year we had dance captains, and like that was the first year we had camp and everything. So like I definitely think it's changed.
What makes you what do you think happened with it being so like strict and not lenient?
I feel like maybe it could be like the talent. Like he realized like there's more kids that like have the potential to be unlimited, and he like just wants them in there because he wants to have like the best group he possibly can.
And,
so instead of maybe
and also like back then there was a lot of people who didn't do sports and like music. And so I feel like now there's a bunch of people who do both that are like they're lenient and stuff. So I feel like there's more people who are interested. But,
Did the groups used to be smaller than they were? Or?
I don't know. First edition definitely was bigger. There's hardly any boys in first edition now.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Like our first edition, we had almost even numbers.
Even numbers, boys and girls, I think.
But yeah, I think boys have gone down in number. But I don't know. I think limited is like almost a max capacity.
Oh, right.
It's a pretty big group.
Yeah,
but
it is pretty big.
Let's see, sports-wise, how has that changed?
I feel like kind of like the atmosphere around like sports and like school pride has kind of changed. Because I feel like kind of back, I know like when my sister was in high school, like it was like crazy, like everyone would go to like all the games and they'd always dress up and they'd have like so much pride in their school and everything. And now I kind of think it's just like a normal day-to-day school, and like if you go to the events, root them on.
I almost feel like our student section, it's obviously gotten worse, but like I feel like our student section only like cares. They're like, oh, we'll go when you go to state. Like
yeah, that's true.
Like they only show up at state and stuff like that, which is great, obviously, but I don't know. I definitely feel like they have gotten worse over the years.
I just feel like the school spirit kind of has dropped a little.
Yeah.
But tennis has definitely grown over the 4 years. We didn't have very many people freshman year. There was like 4 in my grade, I think. But what else?
You had a lot of seniors. How many seniors did you have in tennis this year?
I think 6. Yeah, there's definitely like more juniors. There's a lot of juniors.
Oh yeah, there.
Yeah.
How many juniors are there?
I know.
More than 10.
I mean, just 4 joined in like last year.
Yeah, I think there's over 10, but 4 of us seniors were all 4 years. So I think the new ones were Mario and Tyler. But
oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
That that senior year tennis picture is gonna be popping.
It is for sure.
I don't know what else has changed.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of it.
Yeah.
It's mainly like just activities wise.
Yeah. What do you think like caused like the decrease of school spirit? If you had to pinpoint anything.
Cam Jurgens.
Probably not wrong.
I just feel like kind of now, like I know like when I was younger and my sister like was in high school, and like I would always go like to the games with her and be like in the middle school section or when I was younger, and I felt like then we'd like look up to like the high schoolers and be like, okay, that's like the pride I want when I go there. And also now kind of a damper on it, I feel like is also like social media, because I feel like now like a lot of people just go to the game and take pictures like go VHS, but they're like just kind of like there just for that, just to say they were there.
Yeah.
And it's not like a school spirit thing like root them on. And like Dawson said, it's like not really till state to like everyone actually cares and like roots them on and everything.
I definitely think like there's obviously a lot of students at like football games, but they just go like FNL, whatever, you know.
Yeah. Right.
But I don't know. Basketball, I feel like there's always been a decent student section. Well, especially for like district games and stuff like that. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's less people who have just cared, I guess.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
When I like had my first football game for band, I thought it was like such a surreal experience. Like seeing, I was so like transferring from middle school to like high school. I never like really had like I would go to like the Lewiston games, but I didn't realize like it wasn't as cool as Beatrice having the full like stands and like the concessions and all that. But like going to Beatrice, and it was really like seeing everyone dressed up and the look like of the field. It's really nice. I thought it was really cool.
It's super cool. I love the atmosphere. It's always fun.
Yeah.
I love watching like football, basketball games. I love cheering or doing pep band a lot this year just because like I really kept to date with the basketball games.
I loved pep band this year.
I really did. Yeah. We made boards even.
Yeah,
like,
we made boards. Yeah, we got serious. And then Nolan Marlette dropped the Devin Smith board in between the bleachers at the Norris game.
No, are you
And
serious?
we never got it back.
You never got
we
it
called
back?
them,
Never got it
and
back.
the Norris kids probably found it and like destroyed it.
Yeah, they
Destroyed
probably
it, probably.
trashed on it. Yeah. And
Wait,
then
did you drop it on like which
The side of the bleachers, like the
Side,
far left. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
like the space between the wall and the bleacher.
Because is the bleachers that are like in line with the court, because I don't think those ones,
No.
like collapse. So I didn't know if it was that one or the side ones, because the side ones definitely collapse. So
Yeah,
I'm
we were
sure they just destroyed it.
I'm sure
For
they just
sure,
destroyed it.
we were.
sure.
I was like trying to find someone that could maybe like after the game could like find it and get
Find
it, but
it,
like
yeah.
I couldn't find anyone. Yeah,
It's
it was just like
tragic.
we
It's
paid
a
our
loss.
we
Yeah.
paid our respects. We hope that they didn't destroy it, but
He
they definitely
definitely did.
They
destroyed it.
definitely
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
There's
And the Bennett one's a big question mark because we left
Yeah.
it in the band room, so that's probably like sprayed down.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
We'll get it. It's still wet.
Cradle's face is like, just
Oh,
like
smeared.
smeared down.
We'll give him his smeared board at
Yeah.
the end of his last game.
It's gonna be. I'm sad,
What,
dude.
didn't you have a third one, or is there?
We
just
Nolan made a third one. It's just like we're cooking.
Oh, yeah.
I think that one's also in the band room, so that
Yeah.
could be destroyed. But the Bennett and Devin one is my favorite, just because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just the player.
Yeah.
the goals. I like the goals one a
The
lot.
gold one's funny with the heart emojis.
Yeah, I mean, like I hope for Pet Band will be just as good next year.
Yeah, we're missing a lot of band next year. A lot of seniors are leaving.
Yeah, that's true. What's your
Yeah,
thoughts on the new band show? Have you seen it?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Oh, really?
I have,
You know more about it than I do.
I just know it's like the Wizards of Oz. It's from the Scarecrow's view.
It's so specific.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I think I did know. I just forgot. But yeah, I haven't heard it. I don't think. But
Because didn't we get like those fences?
so are you gonna be a scarecrow?
Yeah.
I hope.
Oh my
so.
God,
I
that'd
hope
be
so.
cool. That'd be awesome. That would be cool.
Wearing that Mexican costume was fun.
That was
Oh, I'm
cool.
sure.
That was
yeah, I
fun,
liked
yeah.
it. That not having the traditional.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pain though changing every time, but
Yeah, and I left it once. I grabbed
Oh,
the
yeah,
wrong
you
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
one.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That hurts.
What is the prop gonna be?
It's like fences, and that's all I know. I know that
Yeah.
we have fences. That's it.
I remember he
I
got it
remember
after
seeing
Norris.
those.
Yeah.
From Norris, when they're in the trailer, we go to unload it because you gotta unload the trailer after a competition. And there's these fences. I'm like, what the heck are these?
We get all of our stuff from Norris
I-
yeah.
hand-me-downs. All of our technology.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is.
Our rival gives us stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. To try.
To worn
Donate
down
to
so
the
they can get
peasants.
new stuff.
I remember like asking like, why the hell are we bringing these like fences?
Yeah.
And someone whispers, "It's for band," and I'm like, "Oh yeah,
Okay. Okay.
They're telling me it's for band. Okay.
Just some band people get very passionate about band.
One last band camp.
Oh
man.
jeez.
Dude, I don't know if we're having band camp.
Yeah.
I feel like we will. If everything's
I
reopening,
feel like
I
you
think we
have
will.
to, honestly.
If we don't have
Look
band
in
camp.
your room.
You're kind of screwed if you don't. For
Yeah.
your show.
oh yeah, band camp is so integral.
Because
Like,
we knock out like a half a part.
First part,
Yeah.
usually. Yeah. I enjoy band camp. I only enjoy it though, like when I'm a leader, so I don't have to do like as much, but like, because you can just like tell people, okay, we're gonna play this now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Are you gonna go for section leader, you think?
He doesn't
I
even
don't
know
know.
if he's doing band.
I guess that's
That-
another question.
That's a TBD,
Yeah.
to be
Dude,
determined.
you gotta do it, man. Dude, don't leave me.
No,
man.
I don't.
Don't leave me.
You
man.
left last year. Come on.
What?
With,
What do you mean?
With drum majoring. I didn't
I was
have
still
to do
in
that.
band.
Well, it wasn't the same.
I'm sorry, dude.
You know, I was so sad. I was going to sectionals, and I looked to my right where you used to sit. I was like, "Hey, Roel,
Be blamed.
Roel, are you, what do you think about this?" And then you wouldn't be there. I'm like, "Oh," and I'd make friends with Nolan and like Ashton and no one
I'm
in that.
sorry, dude.
The only entertainment I had in that was like messing with Nolan and Ashton, and then like getting Brianna Brewer to say the F-bomb. And then,
Speaking of the F-bomb, I want to...
Uh-oh.
So, you
Oh,
know,
gosh.
it's in question about if Holly said it when
Oh,
she
homecoming.
was crowned
Uh-huh.
homecoming.
what?
Yeah, people
On TV.
say she did.
Huh?
She said she doesn't. She didn't. Okay? So, after that, our lunch table tried to get her to say the F-bomb, and she would never do it.
So this was like a legitimate rumor that people thought
Yeah,
they heard
they
her.
thought
What?
she said. I guess because, you know, they recorded it
Recorded
because,
it.
you know, News Channel Nebraska was just popping out.
Oh, so it was
Oh.
on News Channel.
Yeah,
So
so
people-
like, when they like,
Oh.
zoomed in on her face, people thought, like...
I don't know if
'cause
she said if she thought like whatever fudge or frick or whatever, but it looks like she said the F.
the F
yeah.
word,
Like-
yeah.
F yeah or something like that, or
Or,
what?
like-
I think it was what the...
What the?
When she won?
Yeah,
like,
like,
they
when they
announced
announced her
her
name.
name.
Oh.
I think
shit.
she's just a child. But we
We
said
win
she
it
did
now.
it.
Do you hear like audio?
I don't
like,
think you
it's
can
probably too
because
loud.
everyone's...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah, yeah.
Is it just like reading the lips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So, I mean, it could be
it could be
Up in the
anything.
air,
I
yeah.
had no idea this was a rumor.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, because our lunch table, we were trying. We're like, come on,
She's
Holly,
like,
just
Holly,
say it.
we know you said it, but
Just
nope.
say it.
I mean, the F-bomb looks pretty distinct when you say it. Like,
Yeah.
on your lips.
I feel definitely like if you say frick, you can see
You
like
can
a
tell.
pucker of the lips. If
Mhm.
you go, you have to open up wide for
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Frick goes wide.
Maybe fudge. Fudge is like that's a better case.
See,
yeah.
that's what she said.
Yeah.
She said it was
Yeah.
fudge.
I can believe
Like,
it.
who
So I
says
can
what
believe
the
it.
fudge when they're no, it's
No,
what
no,
the
exactly,
exactly. That's not
exactly.
that's like the last word that comes to my mind. What the fuck?
It is Holly Fisher.
It is Holly
So,
That
Yeah.
would be a thing in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
I-
be.
I don't doubt people's like individual
Yeah,
like tendencies.
Mhm.
So it's definitely something I can see Holly do.
for sure.
I remember like people getting like back on like Adams. Like I remember when so many people were horrified by like her that one scene where she got on the table and sang her
Oh,
brother's song. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
People make
The
a
game.
the game. Yeah, people would make a deal out of that.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure. I like that part.
I was so scared that like she would get up on like the
Oh, and
table,
her
'cause
mic,
those
she had to
tape-
belt it the last one.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
we
are
never had the
awful.
right tape.
No.
It's scotch.
It always peeled off.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I mean, at the theater, we would have the special tape that
Mhm.
sticks, and that doesn't even like stick 100% of the time. We had to work with just regular like Scotch tape, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
something like that.
And,
yeah.
and it would peel off.
I had to
easily.
like push it hard in my
Right.
Yeah.
face. And...
Like in between.
Oh, and I
scenes.
hate them. They like squeeze your ear. Oh,
Yeah,
hate it.
I would have. I one time tried putting a piece of tape here, like
Same.
here, and
Back of my ear.
it would all like
Just
spring off on
flop.
stage.
And I'm like, oh well, there it goes.
Is the tape like expensive or something? The right
I
tape?
don't know.
No,
I don't know, I
way.
usually didn't like. I usually bent it so it would like come in on the face
Well,
side,
my-
and usually.
I guess like it's my ear or something because it would just never like stick onto my ear. It would just
Same.
always like
It
pop
always,
off.
like-
Right.
That's why I had to like
Mm.
squeeze my ear, and so it always hurts. I had to like squeeze it super
Yeah.
tight, but I think Norris has ones that come like over.
What?
Over their head?
What?
That would be
Yeah, I
so
think-
weird.
yeah.
It comes like over here and like comes like right here.
Because I
or
know some
something.
like Broadway shows they
That's-
have
they
them
don't.
where they're like
a lot
up
of people
here.
don't have them right here.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. So like, Where's-
It like stops like right
It's
there.
like stops like right
and
up
so like
here.
you can like hide it with like a hat or like hide
Oh,
it
okay.
easier, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah.
Huh.
does it look like a microphone or like a spec or what does it?
I think it kind of you can kind of tell it's a microphone because you can see it there, but obviously it's like skin.
And especially
tone,
for,
so
like,
it's,
Oh,
People-
okay.
People who don't like have like girls' hair, you can cover it easily. But
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I
That
don't
makes more sense. I haven't seen that. I'll have to like
yeah,
look into that.
It's interesting, but
Once again, Norris.
Yeah.
Up another
Norris,
level.
give us your stuff.
Norris, can we have your mic?
Come
they
on.
did Wizard of Oz, and they had like the monkeys, and they would like fly across stage,
That sounds
like,
cool.
like harnesses. It was cool.
They had harnesses?
Yeah,
That
they
is
would like
sick.
go up in
Whoa.
the air and like the witch, whatever. Is it the good Glenda the good? I don't know.
I don't
something
remember.
like
I've
Glenda the
never
good,
watched
whatever.
it.
The she would like in her bubble, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So she would like float down from like a harness
That
and
sounds
stuff.
dope.
That's
It was
crazy.
cool.
That sounds so
Oh
cool.
my god. If only we had.
If only.
If only.
Yeah.
But
We could do Spider-Man the musical.
Spider-Man
the
Have you
musical.
guys seen that?
Yeah. I heard it was a flop,
It was a
though,
flop,
just because
'cause, like,
it was so hard. There's so many, like...
It was like so ambitious, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy who played Spider-Man would always get injured.
Mhm. I mean, it would have been cool if, like, it was consistent.
yeah.
But every time, like, something would go wrong.
yeah, we almost did Aladdin last year.
Aladdin would be cool.
I heard that too.
What happened?
I have
I
no
don't
clue.
know.
I felt like maybe he went with Adam Sandler because it's different. It would
Yeah.
like be different,
Mhm.
like kind of a change. Because I don't know if he's like really ever done kind of like a funny
Yeah.
comedy one like that. But it was. I felt like it was a good musical. It was fitting.
I liked how like more adult it was compared to like
Yeah.
other. That's what I liked about more mature. I mean
Mhm.
like where some of us are almost like 18, you know,
Yeah.
17. You know, you don't have to pretend that we gotta make everything kid friendly
We should
anymore.
have kept that line about
Was it Matt's line?
Matt's line when
Your
you
scene.
talk to him.
Oh
and it
yeah,
was the
the
option about the queen and getting the land or whatever.
oh yeah. I remember that. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was
Something
cut
the
though.
enormous.
Yeah, Alfonso the Enormous,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
yep.
yeah, I remember that, and that was cut. And wasn't there another line that was cut with some like?
Oh, I think it was Emily's. She said like a bad word, I think.
Oh right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
But
And then the whole thing with
With,
arms wrapping around Holly.
That guy.
I was like,
Yeah.
When I first heard,
Oh my
when I first
That
heard
was
you groan, that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh my, we had to all look away. We were like, oh, we had to like keep it like a straight face because like we all knew it was coming,
Mhm.
and everyone just like first
like when we
tech
read it
rehearsal,
in
everyone
class,
just
yeah.
busted out laughing. I was like, oh my
Because I
god.
remember
I love
when
that.
we were blocking that scene, and Meyer called me over. He's like, "Okay, this is what," like he had like a video, and he like of a performance. He's like, and they like he like went to the part where they like wrap around, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna try this." I was like, "Okay, we can do it," and so we did it, and it was just the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I love that. There was so many like good parts. I remember like meeting the cast for the first time at like Holly's house and doing the read through.
Mhm.
It was like I would read the script so many times by myself. It was nice to like get that
yeah.
read through and like and it was weird and also cool how we like for a while just did everything by ourselves. Like Meyer
Mhm.
like we was like you guys can create
Yeah.
something on your own. Like okay,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Chautauqua picture was
there
cool.
a couple times to Holly's house. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it was super fun taking pictures.
Mhm.
I should talk with
I think that was a good idea.
That was fun.
And
Yeah.
going to foot and walking in, and everyone's saying, "What the heck is going
Oh.
on?"
They're like, what? We
What?
stopped by
The
foot, and
circus
they're
is
all
coming.
like,
Yeah.
because they had like full makeup and like
Yeah,
And I was in my
yeah.
shoes. I was
Yeah,
marching.
I felt so out of place because you had people like Hannah and Matt and they're like goth attire and then I'm just like, yep, I'm a normal guy.
Yep, I'm here.
I'm in my suit. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
we almost like remember when we went to when we first grouped up and there were like there was a birthday party next door and then all the kids were like
scared that kid.
What?
Like after the kid. Yes.
Matthew,
ran out?
Matthew's in his trench coat and
No.
he was like that like creeper and he was like doing that little like thing. And he scared a
Oh
kid.
no, I
And the
forgot
kid's on the
that.
playground and he walks out and he's going like this. And the kid screams and runs. Oh,
We definitely would have had the
That
cops
was-
called.
oh, yeah, for
my
sure.
God.
Oh my
the
god.
creeps are out. Come get them.
It was awful.
I really would love to know what they thought was going on.
I'm sure they thought. I have no idea.
What do you think about that? Like, you don't just think, oh, musical, of course.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck is going on?
Oh god. So that the Holly F word thing kind of intrigues me. What else? You don't have to go like you don't have to tell like something that's full of controversy, but another fun one that was a like school rumor in your entire high school career that you might have heard at one point. that had some multiple interpretations. And you don't have to drop like a hard one.
I don't know. Like
the only thing I can think of is like when people like pregnant, like when people.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah.
When people,
Did anyone get pregnant in your grade?
we have like a couple.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think.
did.
Kylie Engelman, Aaron Denspear.
But I know they like both one or two.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the moms.
Who was the one who faked being pregnant?
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking of. Where
Someone faked being
Yeah,
pregnant.
where they said they were like pregnant for the whole school and like.
Really?
Wow.
That's what I was thinking of. That's what
Yeah,
I
I can't think of who that was. I don't know.
I don't know.
Just another like thing with school is the fights.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
They were always-
my freshman year,
Yeah.
the infamous Bobby Sexton one where he tackled that one kid down.
Yes.
Yeah,
Scott
and I was there for it. I was there for
I
it.
had front row seats.
I had a nosebleed section seats. I see Connor Kelly looking down like, yo guys, look what's going on. I'm like, what? And we all look and there's like everyone looking at the side and like
Yeah.
there's a fight going on. I'm like, oh my god.
I was the table right next to it, dude. I was just watching it on the same level.
They don't fight like that anymore. They really
No.
don't.
Those are the good days.
They were
There was so
singing.
many.
There was. Mm-hmm.
There was one I know where they like shook hands before.
Really?
There was one in the parking
That's
lot one time.
chivalrous.
It was last year or 2 years ago. And I was in the parking lot and I was like leaving school. And it was these two girls and they legit shook hands and then they
What?
just started wailing on each
Oh
other.
my
Ripping
God.
their-
High
there's
school
been
fights-
So many.
They could
It's
either be
crazy
really
how many-
entertaining or like really lame because usually it's just like people like flailing their
Yeah.
arms and trying to like it's not even amateur. It's like flailing at each other and it's so dumb. No, but like I remember this year.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. The Alyssa and Holly.
The spoons,
The
yeah.
spoons
Oh,
playing
I remember
spoons.
that.
Were you
Remember
there?
when Alyssa, the person?
Oh
that
yeah,
showed
yeah,
us
yeah,
that,
yeah. Right.
She got super
Yeah,
pissed
yeah.
that
She goes
they're
and just
playing-
starts screaming, "You guys need to be quiet!" Blah blah blah. And we're all
Holly like stands up. I was like, oh
like
gosh.
because
oh
we
gosh, she's
sat
gonna get
Holly
upstairs,
stood up.
so we
Oh,
like could see.
she went
We
off.
saw everything, and we could just see Holly like talking, and we're like, "Oh no, no,
we could
no, she's
okay.
gonna
We
get
like
hit."
saw it all happening because we sit up in the balcony,
Yeah.
and so like I don't know why we were looking, but I could like see her getting frustrated because I think she said shut
Well,
up or something.
yeah, because like they would be like laughing, and then she was like over here, and she.
And
like,
so
yelled,
I
"Shut
was like
up."
told I was like just watch, and so like it
Then
happened
Drew-
a couple more times because they were screaming whatever,
And you could just.
and
see
she
Alyssa,
stood up
she
and
just-
marched over there. I was like, oh
We're
no!
like, here it goes.
Yeah, I was actually at a table next to Alyssa,
Yep.
and
You
I
did.
saw her get up, and I was like, "Is this going down?
It's going
I,
down.
I always thought it was funny because I just be eating lunch and I would just hear it slamming
Yeah.
out. Like,
I
oh,
thought,
they're,
yeah, it
they're
did
at it
bother
again,
me.
those kids.
Yeah, those
The
kids.
funniest part is like the next day. I think everyone like they were like
It didn't
Yeah,
matter.
it was-
It-
there
they
was
got
even
even
more
they
people.
got even louder
Yeah,
and they're like
yeah.
screaming. Oh my gosh!
Oh, like,
It was definitely purposeful. For
Oh,
them.
no,
I was
yeah,
getting
it was
back at him.
Mhm.
it was a clapback. Did it like administrators ever talk to them about it?
I have no clue.
I don't think so. Okay, so I think this is our sophomore year. We got our
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 lunch
lunch.
table. It was
you can say
the beginning of May, and then we were celebrating
a
because Cole
birthday.
and Sydney sat at our table. Cole, Cradle, and Sydney.
Okay.
So, like, and it was like, so we were celebrating their birthdays, and so we all brought food in, like
To the
each
school.
one of us,
Yeah.
Okay.
and like to eat, and then as soon as we sit down and have all the food out, Randall just comes and he's like
no.
circling us like a shark. And you could just see him. He'd like go over to this table, but then he'd come back around, and then he'd go. And then finally he came up, and he goes, "You guys are breaking federal law right now." Yeah. And so he was like, so he goes and gets on his walkie-talkie, and we were told to go eat in Suter's room. Well, Suter's office. Well,
She was
Suter's
like,
office.
I don't want you in here. Go to the
Yeah.
library.
So we took us to the library. And we even offered Suter if he wanted some Oreos. I didn't even want any. But
we had
ate-
a whole buffet though.
Yeah.
Like
What-
was her name?
why-
I think
why
Ava.
What's
And-
what's the difference between if you bring your own lunch and you conveniently
Yeah.
have
You're
like
not
a
allowed to share.
We weren't allowed to share food.
What?
That was the law.
It's okay.
You know how many people share
Yeah.
food?
Yeah, I get Nick's yogurt like every day.
That's a federal law.
Yeah.
We had like El Canelo because like Ava,
Ava.
her like parents owned it, and like so she brought like chips and queso. We had like
Pizza.
Hey, that's dumb.
We were gonna set up like a red carpet.
Yeah, we had like we wanted a tablecloth.
We were gonna rough it off. We were gonna do it all, but no, we didn't do that.
What did Suter ever talk to you guys about that at all?
He
or
just
like,
said don't do it again. And
Yeah.
but
oh, that's so petty.
then you just have to secretly like we brought cookies sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But like, there's like some people who would like leave and come back with runza. I mean, it's like
Right,
it's the
yeah.
same thing.
I did like when I was done with my
shadow.
job shadow. Yeah, I got food and I brought it back and I ate
Yeah.
it there. I don't have a big deal about it.
I don't know. It wasn't that big a deal, but
I
But
find
it
that
was funny.
I find that so funny. It was like eat at Suter's office as if these whole like kids are gonna eat it.
whole
Like
table
yeah,
is gonna be
we're
separate.
gonna
we
eat.
had like a big table.
There's a lot of
a
us.
lot of us.
Yeah.
It was like your big
Mr.
like,
Suter,
table,
we're
like-
here to eat lunch with you.
Yeah, we're all crammed in there.
Get out! I don't want you kids here.
Randall forced us in here.
It's okay. No, we just go to Glenn's whenever, because Glenn has like a whole like back room.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
like a
Back room,
kitchen
yeah.
practically. So we
What?
just- not a kitchen, but like she has a fridge and like
Uh-huh.
stuff like that, and like a back closet type thing.
Mhm.
So we just put our food in there.
That
And
sounds
so like
awesome.
we were like, okay, if we're gonna do this again, we'll just go split up all this food out, Glenn's room, and bring
On
a plate
plates
out.
and then bring
Yeah.
out our
That's
plates.
awesome.
When's if you split up the food like beforehand from lunch and then you brought it all? And then you
No,
can
that's
tell
what you're
Randall,
gonna
do.
yeah, it's all our
It's
food.
all ours.
We
We
brought it
just- that's what we're
ourselves.
gonna
We
do
just
Glenn.
planned the same lunch.
Yeah, we happened to bring the same lunch.
Yeah, that's
The
what we're gonna do.
loophole.
Glenn's. I'll bring it into her room, cut it, and put it on the plate.
That baffles me how sharing food is so like how they a
Uh-huh.
federal law.
The thing is, like, Sydney asked, what's her face, Nielsen,
Jackie, yeah.
and she's on like this board, and like
Mhm.
she's like a assistant superintendent. Isn't that
Mhm.
what she is now?
I
And she said that's not her thing,
yeah. She's
What?
like, no, it's
and so we were like, what?
so.
But
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Definitely, I feel like it was definitely a slow day for Randall, and he just needed some
Uh-huh.
kind of.
He needed
some action.
Yeah.
These kids aren't eating the school food.
I mean, he's stalking around like, what could I prosecute these kids for this
Yeah.
time?
Federal law.
Federal law. That's such a broad.
I
thing,
feel like
Exactly.
I feel like he had like a scramble words in his like head and like, ooh, they're sharing food. That's
the thing
a
is, she was
federal
like, it's
law.
in the handbook.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
We
It's
searched
not.
through the.
You
thing,
can
it
say
was not.
anything's in the handbook and get away
Exactly.
with
Yeah.
it.
It's because no one reads it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. You know, like people drink like Hydro Flask all the time in
Yeah,
school,
so,
and like
yeah.
no one enforces
Yeah.
that.
I remember
Yeah.
it was funny because one day at the beginning of school, Randall went up to this person. He's like, "That's not a clear water bottle you're drinking out of there." While he's holding a Yeti.
Oh
with,
gosh.
I hate when they pull it. Well, I'm a teacher. I was like, well, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just keep it in my backpack. Like they're not
Mhm.
gonna. But what I was gonna say, junior year, remember like the blankets in the school?
I remember
Yes,
that.
I remember that. I
And
remember
like
that
everyone
controversy.
brought blankets.
Uh huh.
But then they like had to ban them because they thought people could like
Oh,
smuggle something
Mhm.
in. And I was like, what about a backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
You
keep our
carry the-
backpacks.
backpacks everywhere in school, and you could carry anything.
We
Yeah.
carry a band. I carry my big baritone case.
Yeah.
You know how much I could put in there? Like
Yeah.
I smuggled 4
McChickens.
McChickens into the Pinnacle Bakery
Oh my
that
God.
was pet band.
Oh, who was it that tried to sneak in with the band and not pay? There was someone that tried to sneak in with us and not have to pay.
I was gonna try. And I'll just go in normally. I'll pay.
Yeah.
I think it was like tagging someone. I don't know.
Did
But
they get caught?
someone snitched to
Oh,
Johnson. To
come
Johnson.
on.
Come
I
on.
know. But yeah.
Losers.
Another thing, speaking of smuggling, remember it was for Annie, and McKenna just got Mojo, her
Mm.
dog, and she left to go get supper, and she comes back, and she brought her dog into the
What?
school, into the envelope. Remember that when she first got Mojo? She brought the dog to the dress rehearsal.
No.
That's funny.
That's the funniest thing ever, because he was just a little pupper at the time.
Aw.
Luckily, Mojo didn't get stolen.
Yeah. Oh, goodness
Oh
gracious.
gosh, I've
That's-
heard stories.
Oh gosh.
I think everyone knows who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it was like,
I wasn't even in it, and I know who did it.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was money stolen. There was makeup. There was
Clothes.
shoes,
shoes.
every puzzle shoes, yeah.
It was crazy.
I heard that like Meyer said like he had to like reimburse Avery, like he gave her money back
Oh,
for those
gosh.
shoes, like, and those are like probably some expensive
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were
That's
like,
crazy.
but it was bad. And like, the thing is, there's not cameras in
Right. No, and the
But-
whole was.
Yeah.
It's okay. She left like the next semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was so weird.
Was that last year?
Yep.
Mhm.
Annie.
Yep. Annie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Interesting
yeah,
times.
wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, we were all like, who could have done this? Because at the time it really was mysterious. But I
Yeah.
slowly think people
Started
started to realize,
realize.
like, one person, like, hey,
Who's
isn't it
new-
funny how we have a
who's
new
here?
student and
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
This is
And
like the first time this has
Yeah.
happened.
Have you guys talked about like limited like apparel, songs, or anything
Mm-mm.
yet?
Not
Nothing.
all.
Nope.
Nothing.
Gosh,
I'm sure you will soon.
we started like
Oh, yeah.
Well,
April.
because tonight was supposed to be the final concert.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. We started April. Like we started early when we did it.
Oh gosh.
Well, no, not really. We kind of started, but then we like did the final concert. But then after that,
That's like when we decided though that we were like looking for a while.
but then like after the final concert is when we
Yeah.
buckled down.
That was like one of the first years we decided, I'm like, oh, we're doing a theme this year instead of like just having like
Yeah.
a random assorted.
Well, we've always wanted one just because like we're like the only school who doesn't do one.
Right.
But I think I liked it. I just some of the outfits, I don't know, wasn't what we had in mind.
Yeah. I feel like the theme
It
could have been
turned
better
out like-
capitalized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I
The funny
forgot.
thing
Yeah,
was-
it's just hard though because we're limited to like
Yeah.
the one site, and so yeah,
I'm sure you guys will find out soon, though.
it took us forever to pick outfits.
Oh,
Yes.
it's
I
that
remember
causes
the
so much
controversy.
like hassle
Uh-huh.
and like
Because it's
drama.
Yeah.
Our
The guys
grade-
like
our
this,
grade
but
is-
the girls want this. And
Our
then-
grade was bad though, because we have so many people in our grade who are like show choir, like that's like what we do, like,
yeah.
and we've been in show choir together since like 7th grade, and so like we've always like loved show choir, and so like it was just so much like different things of like who wanted this and who wanted that.
Oh god,
I
yeah.
remember one of the options for the guys for a second outfit. It was a suit jacket, but it's like sequins, and it went from like
Huh?
bright red to black.
What?
Yeah.
Like it was like an ombre thing, and there's all sequins. Yeah,
Huh.
that was one of the options.
Did it look good? Or
No,
We were like the only like group this year. Every group had like bomber jackets this year, like the gray
Oh, right,
jackets.
yeah.
Like there's so many groups who did those.
but I feel like this year it was kind of like a step into like something new.
yeah, it planted this. It was a
Like we had like a theme, and we stuck with it with the songs and like the outfits. I know like the guys' second outfits, like it wasn't a suit again.
Completely.
It was
Oh, yeah.
completely
That
different.
was new.
That's one thing that's changed. He's became more lenient because like previous years he would have said like no way, but we
It's like,
just, he
That's what you're doing.
he like I don't know if you want to like listens to us. I guess we've always like no we wanted. I don't know. He's always just like okay, you guys go.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like Myra is taking note of like how the art of show choir is kind of changing, or people are kind of like,
Yeah.
or
Doing-
you watch any any of like the Ankany's show choir show, and they're like so
I
unorthodox. They're
love-
so like weird and like cool.
Yeah, they did Titanic. They did The
Uh-huh.
Wall.
Centennial show this year is amazing.
So like
But, yeah.
their show choir shows are starting to like deviate more towards like kind of
Musical,
musical-esque.
I
Yeah,
know.
right.
And,
That's
like,
what I.
shows,
That's
more
like one
shows.
thing that I don't like about themes.
I agree. I
Because
agree
like
too.
even like East, they did like Tangled and they had a tower. And don't get me wrong, like it's super cool. But then you have like
Yeah.
one soloist the whole show, and it's
That's
just
awesome.
like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or
It
like
gets
that star
old.
person.
I feel like
Mhm.
it needs to like stick to like it needs to be its own thing and not like be like a storytelling thing. It kind of just needs to be like a performing dancing like
yeah.
it's like a musical, but you cut out all the like the story parts and just include the dancing.
And there's
portions,
even
right?
like some that have like act or like speaking.
right, and
And
I
it's
mean,
just
Yeah.
like,
I
oh,
think
yeah,
it just
I
needs
saw
to
a
be
couple.
full through song and dance.
Mhm.
I mean,
But yeah, I just think like Meyer though has like our grade, like Sydney, like me, you, and like a bunch of other people. Like we're like some of the first dance captains and some of the first just like
whatever happened with that? Because we didn't have dance captain.
I don't know. Me and Sid did it junior year, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think
One thing that happened is like people just like didn't respect us, and it was just like
Yeah.
But I don't know. We still like us and like Sydney and like we still basically dance captains senior
Mhm.
year.
You guys kind of carried
Mhm.
out
Yeah.
in front.
it was fun, especially that one performance. You were at front.
Oh yeah, that was
That was-
scary.
yeah,
That was
you
that
came
was the
scary.
down
best.
for closer like
Mhm.
3
Mhm.
rows.
Yeah, because
Devin
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 yeah.
for state. My God.
Uh,
And then Whitney was gone for
Mhm.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lexi was gone too.
No, Lexi
Or
was
like
there.
no,
No,
Lexi's
Lexi
okay.
did. Yeah,
She wanted to be there, but
hopefully.
yeah, it was definitely our goal to make finals though, because
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Like we actually
That was hype.
that was.
That
Oh, I
so
loved
hype.
it. But yeah, it's
It was.
been
You
our
guys
goal
deserve that, for
forever,
sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy because that was our first time.
Ever.
Really?
Like when we were
Ever.
there, and
Huh.
our show choir
I think
here.
they might have made it our freshman year. They did at the Rock, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Our freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
They placed like second.
No,
No,
our
they-
freshman year they won.
They won the Rock.
Oh yeah.
Didn't The Rock like step up competition like
Yeah.
This
heavily
year,
the
okay,
last
this
few
year they
years?
didn't.
This year. Last year though was
Last year was really good.
I don't know, I
like
think
with
we still
Pius
got
and Nikki doing the
robbed.
backflip
I'm
downstage.
still-
that
that
was
was so-
crazy.
That was so annoying. How we beat them in points, but
Oh,
this year,
yeah.
that happened
Aurora.
twice.
Well, how would that work? We would beat them in points.
We
But...
beat them in points, but then the judges
Like
voted on who
ranked.
they thought did better.
Oh,
Like you,
that's not how that works.
You scored us better, but don't think. It was
Yeah.
so
it's
mad.
Like, oh, it's
But I definitely don't think Aurora should have beat us every single time. But especially that last the Rock. Oh, who was that group that got second? They should have won.
Oh, that group was so
Atchison.
good.
Oh, right, yeah.
Atchison, They should have
Atchison
beat
from
Aurora.
Kansas.
Aurora did not.
Their
need
show
that.
was really cool. Actually,
I think we watched that, didn't we?
Yeah, it was so
That was
cool.
nice.
Yeah, I watched it.
Mhm.
A lot of diverse
Who got third?
people.
What?
Who got third?
Blair
Yeah, Blair beat us again.
With-
Freaking-
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That's a cool set though. Like with
I didn't get a chance to watch Blair.
They
Yeah,
did
me
because
neither.
they
They always
beat us.
perform like right before or right after.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
right.
We had a crazy good performance though. Our finals.
Mhm.
Like we had so much energy.
Yeah, that
Maybe
was
just
it was a
fun.
good
Yeah,
thing it
it was
stopped
fun.
at that and
yeah, because Sloan.
Sloan.
we were
Yeah,
gotten
it was a good ending.
rocked.
And that was when I lost my voice, so I like couldn't even sing really. And so I just like got to listen to it. It was like super cool.
Yeah.
Because whenever I tried to sing, it was like, nope, that sounds bad.
Mhm.
We'll just not sing.
I mean, it was after the state game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I
voice
was
would get
so
killed.
I was
Oh
so
my
scared
gosh.
we were gonna come
3
back
state
and
games,
everyone
and I
was
always-
gonna be like, oh,
I know, and we
'cause
like
we lost.
scream. Oh, no, everyone was though, like at first, and then we had to like hype him up.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got Matt Job hyped.
Oh yeah, yep.
I was like,
Everyone
Firepower.
cheered
And we
the
also
job.
like, is Whitney gonna make it? Is Whitney gonna make it?
And
And then she did.
She did.
That was
That was
awesome.
hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to get like everyone hyped up because everyone was like, all the non-seniors were like, oh, I don't want to perform again.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was super fun.
It felt like we did really good.
It did.
Oh, yeah.
And then
We did.
we watched Atchison or whatever. And then
Yeah,
they just
I mean, it's just
blew
that's just
us
like
out
a
of the water.
fundamental. Like they're just fundamentally better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They were loud.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. Which Wahoo, we beat every Class A school.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like I didn't
Yeah.
expect that to happen.
Top
No.
was it top 2 or 3 schools or Class B?
Top 3.
We
it
should
was,
have been.
It was
We
Glendale.
should have been Class A,
Aurora,
and
Yeah,
we would have won
there's
Class
a
A.
Because
stick
the
there.
Seward,
and we should have beat Aurora.
Seward Singers got best in Class B.
Right.
They
That
didn't even
trophy.
like place.
No, we should have got the Class.
But no, we should have been first in Class A, and we should have got second place instead
Mhm.
of third
We got robbed a lot.
because Aurora beat us. That was the first time where we beat them in points, but they, the judges, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened at Norris. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Norris?
Maybe.
Wait.
It was. I know it happened at the Rock again.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
But
that's
I was-
stupid.
Glad
you
of the
do that.
outcome of the season.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was positive, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting how we continue down the path.
Yeah.
as our
I know.
seniors.
I cannot wait to come back and watch and see
Well,
what it's
definitely,
like.
Man.
I'll definitely probably go to the Rock since it's in Lincoln.
Yeah.
I want to see the musical, especially. I want to know what it is.
Mhm.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
You think next year will just be rebuild year? Because we're losing a lot of seniors.
I feel like
Yeah.
and it's not gonna be like peak.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the start of a decline and start of a rebuild. Yeah, for
You
sure.
hate to see it happen.
You hate to see it, but it's necessary. Someone's
Yeah.
got to be a part of that era, I
Mhm.
guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. We had definitely a variety of like sports and music people in our grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, our grade's pretty involved.
I
would
think our
say.
grades majority sports.
Yeah, your guys is sports.
Yeah.
And then sophomores, I don't know what
Oh,
they do.
yeah, no. Who knows?
Then sophomore, freshman, I don't
It's
know.
downhill
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
Low key, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rip.
It's kind of sad,
Yeah,
but
sure.
Someone like made a note. I forgot who it was, but like Grant Meyer actually. I think he said like people are getting like smaller and smaller, and I kind of agree.
Yes.
Yes,
I
Like,
agree
I
with
seriously
this.
think people are just getting smaller.
Smaller and like more young looking. Like I see
Mhm.
some freshmen, and I swear to God, they look like middle schoolers still.
Exactly. And it's like kind of scares me for like sports like
Yeah.
football
Yeah.
because they're all
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be like.
I remember for soccer, I went to a morning practice for soccer. It was during the summer, and football was using half of the field. And I walk in, I see the shortest guys out for soccer. I'm like, are those actually
Mhm.
going to be our wide receivers?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And they're like fumbling the ball. It was
Mhm.
sad. It
Oh,
was
no.
so
It's like,
sad.
oh no.
Wait, aren't like some of the 8th graders now like Chase, like Meyer, and Maddox?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's like some
I don't
like
know if
really
Bobo's
short.
I know
Maybe.
Maddox. I know Maddox.
I don't know if Bobo will be.
I don't know. There's some really short middle schoolers.
Oh, man.
They're in
Chase-
delegation.
Yeah,
I know.
Chase Myers. He's short.
They're like it's
Oh,
bad.
I remember seeing him, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Aaron's little brother.
What? Yeah. Like what's going on?
I
I
don't
get
know.
it.
I really don't know.
But yeah,
It's
everyone
kinda
needs to be
scary.
like 6 foot above.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I
Gosh.
guess I don't know.
Like-
Because I remember being in like middle school and all the high schoolers and they're like huge and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I mean, in
I
Roel,
was also
we
back
got.
like with like Cam Jurgens and Alec Crum with her. They're like 6'5".
Oh yeah,
6'7".
yeah. They're giants.
Yeah.
They're titans.
And now we need a. Bennett is like our tallest, and he's like
Mhm.
6'4" on the basketball team.
Uh huh. How tall is Max?
He's
He's
6'5",
6'5".
Max.
I think, around.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
taller than Bennett, I think.
Mhm,
Yeah,
I think
he
is.
says that.
Yeah,
he likes
I
to say
mean,
that a lot.
yeah.
Uh,
I'll take his word for it.
yeah, I know. I
Mhm.
believe it. I just know he mentions it.
Mhm.
You're what 6'1", 2".
I have no clue. Last time I measured was in anatomy last year for a lab we had to do.
I know, like, I don't know what's going on.
I mean,
Like in Roeland alone, like we have like a lot of like tall people,
yeah.
like Colton, Max,
Mhm.
Logan's fairly tall.
I'm an outlier, though.
Yeah,
I am part of the shorter
I,
generation.
Nick and I are average.
It's okay. I used to be tiny. Like I
Mhm.
was super short,
Mm-hmm. He was.
and then I just like grew like 5 inches.
When?
Maybe that'll come.
I don't even know. I don't know.
For sure.
I like Spurter now. I'm like 6 foot.
If I wake up one morning and like you're like 6'5",
I'm Max Meyer
Boom.
height.
Boom.
that would be kind of scary. Oh my god, you look like Mrs. Incredible, just like all stretched.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I mean, if I ever hit a growth spurt, that would be awesome. But I've kind of like come to accept that I will probably be the short.
How tall are you right now?
I'm like 5'5", so I mean I'm not like excessively short, but I'm also
Yeah.
under the average
Yeah.
height.
But that's okay.
That's okay. I love myself.
Sometimes, yeah, you need to be unique. Well, what time have we reached now?
An
Like,
hour 54.
hour 50.
Oh. Wow.
This is like our average
We were
podcast
literally
time.
like, there's no way we're gonna be able to talk for 2 hours. Like
No,
that's
like-
crazy.
This
I
is
mean,
what,
it goes by
that-
fast.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
It
our
does.
hobby, man. And this is
fun.
this is our second one without intermission.
Hmm. Yeah.
On our last podcast with Logan, we talked for 2 hours and
Yeah. It was 3 seconds off from the longest one.
yeah, Holly beat him out.
Holly beat him out.
Holly is also the longest speaking woman
Yeah.
for this podcast. Like, we had Whitney on, and she like didn't say anything really.
Mm-hmm.
It was just it was Connor and I was
Connor Kelly,
talking
yeah.
about how like that one guy who shot himself and, like,
Yeah.
and talking about how he was hanging out at parties with
Yeah.
relatives.
Mhm.
We saw this video of some people and groping a girl.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird.
weird.
It's a treat having Connor Kelly.
It was definitely fun. Yeah.
That video has 102 views.
Yeah, I think it's the
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
maybe the Dawsons podcast.
Honestly,
Yeah, more
our videos, like the videos that do the best are people who are outspoken in network. Because like I know Connor for sure, he links the video and
Yeah.
shows it to
Mhm.
free tag, and
Yeah,
then
for
Bennett
sure.
has watched it,
Mhm.
and then like they all,
It just.
and that's
Yeah,
how
it
like
kinda
that's
spreads
how
out.
we've
Mhm.
kind of worked. We've kind of just like networked with everyone. Because with Connor and Whitney, we got connections with free tag, and we can cut that part
Yeah,
out.
we've been trying to keep him a secret.
Yeah, we're trying to
Wow.
like tell our guests for a reason. But yeah, that's how we like gotten Connor and Whitney to network with Free Tag, and then we'll like meet with them. And we thought about getting some like
who was it who messaged you when you asked to have people on here? What's his name?
Joaquin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you
gonna
know
have him?
How did you know?
Well, we were planning him.
Whitney told me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah. What happened was that like it was down to the wire. Like we were saying, hey, you're gonna come down, right? And
This is
come to the house,
This
right?
like 2 days, or like
the day
the day
before, right?
before,
And we're like,
yeah.
hey, you come down to my house, 309 Morton Drive. You're gonna come down, and we'll have the podcast, and we'll have everything set up. And then he texts us saying, like, oh, sorry, I don't want to. I since I work at Walmart, I don't want to risk infecting you guys or get infected. And we're like, have you not, like, do you not know like how this works? You come here, like that's how we've done it before. How did you think it was gonna work? I guess he was under the assumption it was a Zoom call or
Zoom.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just Joaquin Fox's face on the screen in the back.
I don't trust like the internet with that because it would just half of the podcast would be like, so Joaquin, can you talk about your newest album? Yeah, so
Downloading.
yeah. So I don't trust that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Megan on, and she is coming back from Denmark, and she
Yeah.
still came.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just, if we can get him on eventually, we'd
Yeah.
love to have him.
Because
It would
I-
definitely be so fun.
Have you guys
yeah,
listened
that
to his?
was
Have you
fun.
guys listened to his songs?
I think I did
don't know.
when he was like still in school and he'd like walk
Mhm.
around the school and advertise and like go. I think I did then.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to any recently.
Yeah.
Who's released any new
They're
ones?
they're unique.
Yeah,
They're
he
unique.
released a new album,
I'm-
I think,
I'm-
2
I'm-
weeks
I'm-
ago.
Like, I'm happy to see he's still keeping the grind on.
Yeah.
His passion.
If you're passionate about it,
Yeah,
go for it.
one day he'll blow up.
One day he'll make the hit,
Yep.
and you'll see Joaquin Fox's face.
Get that Grammy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, remember when you saw Triple J at Roca? He was a clown. Do you guys remember who that is?
I never went to
don't.
Roca.
Oh,
Um,
I can't think of his exact name.
Triple J? Who's that?
Jamarcus Jones Jr.
I've heard the name.
I can't think of it, but yeah, I remember that.
Oh gosh. He was 3 years older.
Yeah. I
Wasn't
can't
he?
think
Or
of it.
two.
One of the two.
He was a couple years older than us, but he's like a rapper. And he was,
Yeah,
like,
I've heard of him.
We like
Yeah.
went to Roca. We didn't even know he was there, and then like we were like, he was like in a clown. I think he was in the what was
The freak show thing
Whatever.
or whatever.
And you're like,
Did he
what?
recognize you guys?
Yeah.
Or like,
Who did he?
I don't remember who.
I don't know. Someone
it was
recognized him when we were
in our
talking to
group,
him.
yeah.
but-
that's
Mhm.
funny.
You never know where you're
you
gonna see
never
someone
know.
from
Yeah.
VHS.
Never
A
know.
variety of
They're
places.
all around.
You'll be
They're
on
all
the
around.
you'll be on the streets and you'll be offered like a mixtape. Like, hey, you guys buy my album.
Yeah.
Like, on a CD.
Walk to the school. Hey, let's make this. Okay.
There was a phase where your class was full of like SoundCloud rappers.
Oh, I know.
Really? I
I
did not hear
know.
about this.
Well, no, like there was like Mario had a SoundCloud,
Oh,
and then like
yes,
Paul,
yes, Paul.
Peyton.
Peyton.
Mhm.
Yeah, Connor Deal, yeah.
I don't know.
What was your class's perception on that?
Some people in our grade.
I feel like, I mean, I listened to like Mario and Paul's and like they were good.
I would like swipe up because they usually post them on their Snapchat.
Yeah.
I'd
and I
swipe
listened
up
to them.
sometimes,
They were like
but-
good. I don't know.
Who made the most fire one
The best Beatrice
The best-
SoundCloud rapper.
in your grade rapper?
I think it's gotta be Peyton with
Peyton?
Connor.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, he's been the most like consistent.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
he's been
that's
keeping
true.
going.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
wasn't
merch.
like Paul and Mario? They're like the original. Like
Yeah, they're like
that
the
first
original
started
ones
it.
from our class.
They're Tupac
They're
and
the-
Biggie.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Peyton's Drake.
Peyton's Drake.
Drake.
Connor's Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
who?
God.
Okay, I want to say something controversial. Who's the worst rapper?
Uh-oh.
If you want to lay down some heat,
jeez.
I mean it's okay. You don't have to say.
I haven't really listened to them in a while,
Mhm.
so I'd have to listen to see who. I feel like they're all like equally.
They're all.
the
Oh,
same.
yeah, yeah.
Like they all have like.
They're not musically gifted.
When you say good, you mean like relatively.
Not all of them.
Yeah,
Like,
but
no,
like
yeah,
for
like-
them, I mean, like, not like
Like, this isn't something you
majors.
would typically, like,
Yes.
listen to. Like,
Yeah.
No,
like
they're not singers.
You have
It's
to lower
not
the
like-
expectations.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
don't know,
it's
that'd
like
be
they're
hard.
not going to be like Drake or
Right,
Kanye.
right,
They're not
right.
going to be that
Yeah.
good. But like
Okay.
for being like a high school, yeah, they're
So you're
good.
saying a singer has to be a rapper?
No, but I'm just saying, like, you can just tell they don't have a lot
Yeah.
of musical
Mhm.
background.
Takeshi 6ix9ine proves that you don't have to be a singer. You just need to shout at a mic and you
Yeah,
got it.
you
You
just-
got it.
go go.
He raps gibberish too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can't even understand it.
He's released from prison now, and he's already like getting beef with people. Like I think 50 Cent.
course.
Did you see that? Like
Of
the
course.
judge approved
Yes,
of him
I've
making
seen-
like
I've
back
seen this,
like
yes.
videos in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, how's this guy not gonna get killed yet? Because he
Mhm.
snitched on his whole
Yeah.
gang.
I know. How is he not
He's
dead?
definitely gonna get capped for sure.
Well, like I thought, like he was gonna change his identity, remove all the tattoos, and then like go out to like Cuba and hide there. But now he's
Nope, he's still going. He's still going.
love that. Oh my god.
I mean, does the police like offer any protection to him?
Yeah. Well, there's a
I'm
like
sure he's like.
I watched a video about like the
Bodyguards
witness
and stuff.
protection, and there's like an agent. Like when you change your identity, he hasn't done this, but like when you change your identity, there was only one contact you keep in touch with from your old life, and that's the
Are you
agent.
serious?
Yeah. And if you break any of the rules, then that agent is gone, and they don't guarantee any more like government protection on you.
Oh
That's
shoot.
crazy.
It is
That's
wild.
sad.
Yeah. It's a sad
But
life.
it's also kind of crazy, like that happens.
right,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that kid who we were talking about on a podcast a few days ago, where he just randomly disappeared, and you guys can't find a contact with him?
Oh, Tristan, yeah, like he's in witness protection.
Yeah, maybe he changed his identity.
I watched some videos about like, oh, there's like a conspiracy theory with Adolf Hitler where they say
Oh,
like,
I
Hit-
love conspiracy theories.
I do too.
They're my favorite.
The last
That's like his thing.
Uh-huh.
That's all he
what? Okay. Oh, we asked Logan this last time. What is your like hottest conspiracy theory that you possibly believe?
The government. And
Oh,
everything
God.
with them. It's all fake.
This-
It's all fake.
This is my dad, and this is me in public. It's like, guys, the government. I'm like, Dad, stop.
It's
I've
all
heard
fake.
all of these.
Everything
What?
they do, it's just set up. It's all.
Is this
And the
real?
Illuminati. The Illuminati is real. You know it is.
Anything that you think is a conspiracy, he believes.
Mhm.
No.
Aliens.
Have you-
Obviously, aliens have been here.
Well, yeah,
they released those videos.
yeah, they released
Oh,
the
they're
videos and
like-
no one
Uh-huh.
batted an eye.
Well, yeah, like-
the picture of it, like
I just-
Yeah, and the video of it, like, zooming
Yeah.
across.
I just assumed it was the Pentagon being like, oh yeah, it's an unidentifying object, but it's like really like a
No, it's
communist like
genuine.
spy ship. It's actually like a.
Shit, like, a ship. Like,
Yeah.
that we've
No
never
one like talked about that for
I
some
know.
reason. It was like,
It's
I
like they just released it. It's like, oh, okay.
It just
it's like,
flew
are
under
you
the
kidding
radar.
me? Like,
Does it look
something's
like-
been
when
here.
was
Yeah.
like everyone was gonna like raid it.
Area 51.
Area
last
51.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That wasn't that long ago.
It's in September, I
the
think.
conspiracy is that Area 51 is publicized to hide like the real Area
Area-
51.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Because like they
I
wouldn't,
I'm
if there was
sure.
like a
That makes sense,
now,
yeah.
because you don't just like
There's no way the government tells us everything.
No.
right no you're familiar with like Edward Snowden and like
Yes.
yeah that's
Mhm.
super interesting.
I follow him on Twitter. I'm gonna get the government watches me. I know they do.
I watched so if anyone's not like informed, after 9/11 a bill was passed called the Patriot Act, and that took away a lot of
I
our
did my 8-page paper
What
over
did
that.
you
Really?
I did my 8-page paper over that.
yeah, and that took away a bunch of freedom. And one of the
Mhm.
big things was that like any email or call or text that you sent, the government, this is an actual thing, like the
Mhm.
government could type in your name and you would
And
have
they
your
could
full like
See it.
track
Yep.
record. And so Edward Snowden like posts this on WikiLeaks and like, hey
Yep.
guys, your privacy is basically infiltrated.
Yeah.
And then he ran away to Russia.
You think you can hide your furry past? Nope. Here it is.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's scary to think
Mhm.
that like we're gonna be raised like we're raised in an environment where we have to start thinking like the
Mhm.
the instant you create like social media, don't say
It's like-
anything you would
Mhm.
Oh,
regret.
Yeah. It's
Because
crazy.
You never know. You
It-
could be 50 and you'll be in your
look at all like the celebrities
Right.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Cancel
get hit.
culture on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
They go back 30 years and it's like, remember when they said that? And then boom,
Uh-huh.
they're
Yeah.
done.
as if
Uh-huh.
opinions don't change. Like they
Yeah.
do that with a politician. Like they'll be like,
Oh,
"Oh, well, you said XYZ. Now you're saying ABC. What's the deal?" And
Yeah.
like they have to
Like,
explain
come on,
themselves.
people.
Yeah.
Yes, the government is not legitimate.
Dang, that's a
Oh,
big
wow.
call out.
Yeah.
Big call
Now
out.
I'm gonna be probably dead here in a few days.
And then we'll
I'm
all
gonna
be
go-
killed because
yeah.
we're associates.
Yep, I'm gonna go missing. Bye, guys.
What about the government do you not like
Everything.
everything?
They just like keep things secret and they like. Ugh, it's just kind of creepy.
What's one thing do you think they keep secret?
They definitely like keep track of us, and they control like what we kind of do and see and everything, and they control the media, like what gets published now. And they're what's her name? Sylvia Brown. She was a like psychic. She predicted the future, and she predicted a lot of stuff. Like she predicted the coronavirus somehow. She predicted the pandemic, and she said in 2020 that like the whole U.S. government's like going to change, and like the executive branch isn't going to be like a thing anymore, and it's going to be like, and like the stock market isn't going to be a thing. I know it's crazy, but
who would control the stock market? The government?
There just wouldn't be one. But that's so weird. But then like if you
my brain just
if
like
that happens, that like just like the government can just be like, oh yeah, so then it would be like just.
So, like,
Congress.
Are you saying like all companies would be privatized then, or like all
I have no clue.
All companies would be government control? So
see,
communism?
No,
that's
like
crazy.
The JFK. Have you like watched the video of how the bullet?
Oh yeah, everyone says that it's fake
so because the bullet like literally goes like this,
and then they say it enters in the back, but you can so see it.
But you can see it come
on History Channel. They always like try and replicate, and they get like Navy SEAL snipers to try and like replicate, but no one can. No, they use the same gun, and it's like such a jank gun too.
Well, that's not even like realistic for like a bullet to like curve like this and like
right. Yeah. And people like you hear so many conflicting things, and like the whole thing after that where he says like, oh, I'm just a patsy, and then he gets shot by Jack Ruby, the police officer.
It's like
that was a big time for mafia.
Yeah,
it was definitely like.
I feel like there was something.
Oh, for sure. Everyone can. That's the most questionable part of American history.
Yes, the government is not trustworthy.
Okay.
I don't believe in them at all.
Would you believe in are you like an anarchist or libertarian type of person?
No, it's just I don't trust our government system, especially now. Kind of like with the modern age and everything they're able to do now. Like there's like been things like if on your phone, if you like shine a light at a certain spot, like you can see like the red light of a camera. You know, like when a camera's going and there's like a red light showing that it's like going. But like if you shine a certain light, you can like see how the light is like going. And like Siri, you can go, "Hey Siri," and it listens like right away. Like, "Hey Siri." I don't know if mine will work because my phone's locked, but it's like always listening. And Google Homes and Alexas.
I refuse to get like a Google Home or like Alexa.
Because it's creepy because they're always listening.
Right. Yeah.
My sister, I was upstairs in my room doing homework one day, and she comes down, and we have a Google Home in my house, and we have it plugged in on like a stand in our dining room, and my sister's in the living room, and she comes running upstairs. We were in a trig meeting, and she comes running upstairs with my dog, and she was scared because the Google Home just randomly started talking and playing when the whole house is silent. It's crazy.
What would it say in...
It said like now playing something on Spotify, and then it just randomly started playing, and it's connected to my Spotify on my phone, and my phone was off because we were in the...
That's weird.
Trade meeting. Yeah. Oh. I don't. They control everything, and I know they do, but I'm going to be dead here because I'm going to expose them.
You have, like, government secrets in Ohio, and you show it on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's like, oh, bye, guys.
Oh, my God. Logan, the last podcast, he was talking about he thought Bigfoot existed.
He does.
This is new to me. I didn't think
I didn't know that Bigfoot was realistic.
Yeah. And then
sure.
Megan talked about how she didn't believe in energy.
That's dumb. That's not even a conspiracy.
Or she never explicitly said like, I believe the Earth is flat, but she questioned the validity of the Earth being
that. Okay, the Earth is not. It's round. It's round.
Her argument was she never saw the curvature of the Earth when she flies.
Do you think you can see that far though? Like, do you really think you can see?
Because it's so big, like the
curve. I see it. Like I always thought I could see it.
Like you can see, like especially if you're on like a high point, you can like kind of see like.
Yeah.
But like the Earth is so big, just because you're like this little speck traveling over the world, you're not gonna see the Earth like a ball.
Yeah. Like there's not an end point. Like it's a circle. You're not gonna know. You're
not gonna go and drop off.
Yeah, you can prove it. It's
Those
So
people,
annoying.
flat earthers and furries, they just.
What is with you and furries? You've mentioned it twice now.
They just. They're weird. K-pop too.
K-pop. I
Yeah,
don't like
K-pop's
K-pop.
weird.
Like, how does that? I don't like. I couldn't ever like listen to music like K-pop and just like not understand.
Not
it.
understand, but just
Right.
like listen to it.
I tried to listen to it because on the way to the Philippines on the airline, they had the screens, in front, and they had music, but they only had like Asian music. So I was like, okay, I'll give K-pop a try. I listened to it for like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I was like, wow, people listen to this all the time.
It's crazy. And then on Twitter, they have like a whole like army,
Yeah.
and anything that's
God,
trending on Twitter, they
Uh-huh.
just post something about K-pop, and it's annoying.
I don't get that.
So you
I
hate K-pop,
K-pop and furries.
And
Be-
furries
better-
and flat earthers.
Better
Flat
hope
earthers.
there's not like a furry K-pop band.
Oh my goodness.
I'll let you know if I can
Probably.
find one.
Your
It's
biggest
probably a
nightmare.
thing. There's
Oh,
no
oh,
way it's
sure.
not a thing.
For sure.
There probably is.
Yeah. Like a bunch of Koreans in wolf costumes.
costumes.
And they have their guitar. Yeah. Going to furry con. Oh
gosh.
my
I'm at a
god.
concert at the Chautauqua Tabernacle.
Oh my god.
I remember, oh my god, back to SoundCloud. There was like a concert at like Chautauqua.
I
Remember that?
In who performed there?
Yes. Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Joaquin
Yeah.
performed
yes,
there.
he did.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just Joaquin. It was like
Yeah, it was multiple.
it was a
people.
multiple like Beatrice collab, and
Yeah.
Jamarcus Jones Jr. He was there too, and he
Uh-huh.
performed that, and all these like people, like I don't know who all these people were, but there were some people there.
Yeah, I wanted to go so bad, but
I did too. We wanted to
Yeah,
go.
we wanted
but
to.
then we were like,
What made us
okay,
stop? Like, why didn't
we
go?
realized that like, okay, there's gonna be some people.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be people like vaping probably.
Mm-hmm.
smoking.
Drugs.
Yeah.
I feel like Beatrice. There's a lot of heroin in Beatrice.
Really?
Yeah, I
It's
just feel like it's
I always
somewhere.
I always hear meth and Beatrice.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Beatrice is kind of sketch. Certain parts of
Yeah.
Beatrice.
Certain,
it's just
yeah,
like,
for
you
sure.
know it's there.
Yeah. It's just.
But then that's like kind of scary because like when you go to like the fair, when everyone
The fair is
at the
so
fair,
I
scuffed.
hate the
and
fair,
it's
man.
it's like seriously, people, you leave your house looking like that.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
like, come on.
It's like the fair is like fun by itself, but just like the
people are
who
scuffed.
go there
Uh-huh.
is just like not.
Yeah, you have to just like block out those people
Yeah.
and just
And the kids. This one kid
The
came up to me last year. And like usually now we just go to concerts and like just walk around.
Mhm.
And this one kid comes up and he goes, "You look stupid," and runs away. And he goes back to his parents, and it's like, wait, control your kids.
Control your
kids.
kids. Like, kicks your balls and runs away.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
But you know the fair is definitely everyone of Beatrice's highlight of
Yeah.
the year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only like thing Beatrice does.
Yeah.
Like for.
Well, now the Homesteader Days, they canceled it.
Oh yeah.
The parade and everything.
Oh man.
That's like the only two things that Beatrice gets around to do.
The
Yeah.
fair and the homesteading
Yeah.
parades.
Mhm.
Now the cruise
I-
nights.
Yeah.
On the cruise
God, the
nights.
cruise
Have you guys
nights.
been on a cruise night?
okay. They were cool. The couple first.
We went
times.
to the
We've
very
done-
first one.
We went to the first one and then the
The one with the
teacher one.
teachers.
Mhm.
But we
But-
just went through the teachers and we were done.
Yeah.
And we just like hung out, but yeah. I don't know. I think they're too often.
Yeah, it's happening.
Is it
too
really
often.
like how often are
I think
they?
they're like once a week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really?
Well, like
crazy.
not this Friday, but like a week ago, there was like supposed to be one, but it was like unofficial and unplanned, so it was just like a thrown together thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dairy Queen was preparing for that because I worked there.
Mhm.
But I don't think it was that busy anyway.
No.
No, I don't know. There's been quite a few, I think, though.
But I mean, it's good. Gets
Yeah,
the
I guess the
town
community
Yeah.
together. Yeah. I mean, like businesses are doing their best to keep open. Like I know the
Mhm.
movie theater's been giving
out.
popcorn.
Yeah, that's
Um,
because their popcorn's so good.
Their
Yeah,
popcorn is
facts.
exclusive. Yeah.
I don't know what makes it so good. It's just.
I know. Or Beatrice's during like basketball games, the popcorn out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so good. And I want to know what it is.
Could
you
That's
imagine
that's the Beatrice
That's a
conspiracy.
conspiracy theory right there.
imagine?
Is there a Beatrice High School conspiracy?
Uh,
I don't know.
I-
I mean, one
don't
would
remember
be
the
like in the
gallows.
middle school, like when they made that movie,
Gallows.
The
Oh,
Gallows.
right,
if there's
right.
actually like the ghost.
We've been like down in the boiler rooms and like,
Yeah,
stuff.
because we're friends with
Camden, you know.
Camden,
Yeah.
Hardy, and McKenna.
Scott has
Scott.
like
Yeah.
keys to all of the
It's sketchy.
places.
down
It's
there.
creepy.
Really?
There was that one time when.
Oh, right.
That,
Mhm.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so remember how the Heavenloan was vandalized, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the
Oh,
day
yeah.
me and Ty noticed that the doors were unlocked, and there was this room we always wanted to explore. It was the one with the very steep stairs, and there was like a door above there.
Oh yeah, you remember we put the music stands in there.
Oh yeah,
Well,
the
me and Ty wanted to see what
Yeah.
was going on in there, and so we checked. It's like
We
it's just a boiler room.
we theorized that it was gonna stretch all the way to like
Yeah,
the other side.
But
yeah.
no, it's just like a boiler room, and so we leave, and then the vandalizing happens, and me and Ty wondered if it was because we didn't close the doors all the way.
oh gosh.
Yeah, like I remember the same day that happened.
Yeah.
We were so scared, like, oh my god, are we gonna get like pinpointed for
Yeah,
this? Are we gonna
because
get
we
accused of
walked
this?
in there, and there was
Mhm.
and so we were wondering if they would somehow like point it on us
Point
because
it,
we
yeah.
went in there,
Yeah.
and me and Ty like looked at each other. At
Like,
that
when
time,
we heard that, we're like,
oh, could we have stopped it? Could we have like locked the door all the way?
those doors were never locked. They never
Yeah.
do get locked.
Especially like the backstage, like the one by the lunchroom,
Yeah.
like on
Mhm.
this side.
Yeah.
But then after that, they're always locked.
Yeah.
Right. That is so crazy. That freshman class had such a curse on it. Like everything
Mhm.
bad you would hear happen, it was
Them.
that class. There was a fight in the during lunch, and
It
it was them.
Yeah.
Well, and that kind of scares me for like the future of BHS.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
all be like that now.
Yeah.
Do you guys know if the 8th grade class is bad or?
I don't know.
I mean, we have
Yeah.
some good kids in there.
Yeah.
Ty Diprenner,
Yeah.
Ty
True,
Weichel,
true.
I've heard is cool.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
because like at this point, like I have no connection.
Right, with the middle schoolers, right? Yeah. I've kind of lost all ties to middle schoolers, besides Ty
Yeah.
Diprenner now. Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of forgot how the middle school looked until like my cousin, she's going into 6th grade, and she like because they can't do the tour of the middle school, so
Oh, yeah.
she's scared
Right.
of what it will be like. So I kind of like mapped it out for her, but I'm like, is there like a stairway here? Or
Oh,
is
that's
there, what
that's
classrooms
cool.
here?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I-
cute.
Yeah, I don't remember really what it looks like in there because I haven't been
Well,
there
and
forever.
like, I could like tell you where everything is, but like, class-wise, they've like changed everything. Like,
Yeah.
the long rampway, whatever, down by 6th grade, that used to be like a computer room.
Yeah.
I think it's like class now. I
Class
don't
now,
know.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've changed so much. Do you remember when it flooded? That
Mhm.
whole like ramp was like
Ramp.
underwater.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
That
middle school
ramp was
flooded?
iconic though.
Yeah, it was cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was all underwater.
Yeah,
Gosh.
that's crazy.
The
I
locker rooms
witnessed
there
a-
are sketch.
I witnessed a lot of fights in middle school too. 6th grade, especially.
We've
And
had,
seventh
we have
grade.
had a bunch in our grade.
Going back, like,
especially the locker room in the
Health room
health room
in
yeah.
the back. Did you ever
That
go
was
on
like-
that one?
I've never
That
been
was
in
the
there. Like,
football locker
Yeah,
room.
that was like when it was the high school, like that's where
Oh,
like, the
yeah.
football lockers
oh,
would be.
yeah,
That was a sketchy place.
yeah.
That's where I
And
saw.
have you been in the locker rooms like on the field? Those
I
ones?
haven't been there now.
We
Those
like
ones are
use those
also
for
sketchy.
bombers. Oh, those are sketchy.
And, yeah.
I've heard like some of the middle schoolers are like really sketch.
See,
Like,
I've heard that
some,
too.
Yeah, like
And,
some
like,
sketch
I've
things
heard like
happen.
some like drink and like drool
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
a
like,
bunch
what
of
the
Oh
that.
my
heck?
gosh.
When I was
Right,
in
yeah.
middle school,
Well, one
I did not.
I was reading Harry Potter.
Yeah,
books.
I was like
I
playing
completed
my
the series.
DS.
I
was like, I didn't even know.
during like a football game at BMS, a friend of mine whose mother works at BMS told me that she caught two people going at it in the stairs having
We have
having
that
sex.
happen to us, too.
No.
Oh, I don't remember who it was, but the rumor was
gosh.
is they
Down in
got
the
caught
industrial
in the
tech.
industrial tech. She was polishing a doorknob. That's the rumor.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
In your class?
hmm
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to?
I think they both moved.
That was too
That's
embarrassing.
the only
We were
movie
also
you
the
can
only
do.
year who got that like fun study hall down in the industrial tech room.
Yeah, with the Wii and the
We
games.
had the
Oh, that's
Wii, we had a
cool.
bunch
Oh,
of board
with Grant,
games.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe, and we had like and we had to like, we were the only year we ruined it for
Yeah. Because we didn't do anything.
We like ran around, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun though.
hmm We've had an interesting schooling experience.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm just
I-
kind of.
I'm regretting that I never had a BMS experience.
Mhm.
BMS was the place.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you should have gotten, dude.
Shoulda. I mean, I remember in like, going back to St. Paul, like for every time we have the school tours, it's so interesting because it is totally new. Like what used to be the computer lab is now like a kindergarten space or like a preschool area. It's so weird. And like when you're a kid and you're going into like the elementary schools, it feels like so bigger. And then like now you feel like you're small. You feel like you're in like a dollhouse almost. Yeah. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, I remember I had hoops practice, I think, at St. Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Hoops.
Ooh, what a time.
So you were on the team together.
You played basketball.
And football and baseball, yeah.
Oh.
I just dropped it all in high
baseball
school.
Baseball was his favorite, though.
Yeah, I played baseball, like, the most.
How come you didn't do any sports?
I don't know. I just kind of got to high school, and I was like, I just want to try something new. So because I did delegation in middle school. So it's like, I'll just try something new with, like, the music program. And I tried out the first edition, I made it. So it's like, I'm just not going to do them. Just completely change, experience stuff.
I was like that, like, when I entered freshman year. Like, I was doing football and basketball and track, and I just kind of all dropped it.
Yeah.
Whew, so we're at the 2 hour and 21 minute mark.
You've broken the record.
You've broken the record. For sure.
Dang.
Yeah. If you guys need a leave, like, let me know. Yep.
We're good. Unless you guys want to wrap up. But, yeah,
well,
I mean, breaking that record, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
You'll go down in the, if we have like a,
put a wall of fame.
No, we are making like we're planning on ordering a bunch of stuff. We've already ordered like new equipment and stuff. It's just a matter of shipping because with all the warehouses closing. So we're planning on getting like tapestries, a lot of stuff to spruce up this room, the recording room.
Nice.
We even thought about having Maya paint the room. And having,
that'd be cool.
I saw her like Van Gogh painting on it.
That was cool.
Yeah, she's good.
So that would be awesome if she could like paint something. I don't know what she'd paint. Just something.
A part of me wonders like, is it worth it? Just if to like paint because like, you know, I'm a senior and this is not gonna last.
It would only be a year.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I mean, if it brings you
For
happiness.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You want to wrap it up?
I think this would be a good place to wrap it up.
Do you guys have a shout out?
Yeah, shout out.
Ooh, okay. I gotta shout out Roel's new TikTok.
Oh yes. I guess that means I have to make TikTok.
You gotta.
I think it's Roel ET. No space, no caps or anything. It goes like Roelette.
Roelette. That's nice.
I was gonna shout out his TikTok.
I guess that means I have to make TikTok.
Yeah, you gotta.
At this point, you have to.
Yeah, I'm in
Everyone has to go follow. We'll drop the @ in the comments.
No.
Pressure's on.
Oh gosh.
You never know. You can make that one and boom.
Yeah, maybe I can
go
get
viral.
TikTok famous.
Yeah.
I know Maya, her last one has like a
a
million
million.
views.
That's crazy. What was it?
It was just her.
I think it was
makeup.
Yeah.
Makeup's big on TikTok for some reason. It's so weird.
It's crazy.
Teenage girl was using it, dude.
1 million teenage girls from the K-pop army furries in South Korea to the Illuminati, and they're all watching my
Oh god.
to the ghosts at BMS, they're all keeping up.
Yep.
Charlie was just watching Maya put on makeup.
Charlie is there.
So is that your shout out,
Yeah.
Roel?
Okay. Well, I guess
you gotta make something.
Yeah, I have to make something. Oh,
You got
man.
it now.
Oh no. Well, that's something to end it, right?
Yeah. Well, keep in touch with Roel's TikTok, Roelette, and keep out for his stream of TikToks every day.
Your debut.
Oh no.
Dawsons, thank you so much for joining us on episode 8 of the Roeland Podcast, making this one of the longest so far.
We didn't even say that.
Yeah. It's always fun to have like 2 people because we've had like singles just so far, but it's always nice to have like 2 other people.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming. It's been an experience.
Fun.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do one.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh my god, so many people are doing podcasts. I know, like, one other person in, like, Beatrice that's doing a podcast, like, over at the theater, they're doing a podcast to keep in touch with their audience, and then also, I know Tyler, he's doing, like, a film podcast, so It's always nice to compete, I guess.
Compete.
Yeah.
We're trying our best.
Yeah, we're trying. I mean, we're doing pretty good. All things
Yeah.
considered, I think. I like to think so. Relatively.
Yeah,
Relatively.
There's only
like-
so much we can do.
All right, so thank you so much for listening. Next week, we don't really have like a planned guest so far, but we have some people that we're talking to.
Yeah.
So keep in touch with the Instagram. We'll be posting on there. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great night.
Have a good night.